at least 2 shots at it. You get 2 years at it. If it doesn't work out the second year, then yeah, you're definitely done.
Yeah, it would be. Oh my gosh, can you just imagine the noise if that to go to 1998, some 20-something years ago.
Yeah.
And nowadays in social media world and Peyton Manning with all the Archie Manning and the Manning family and the Tennessee.
It would be a rough one.
Woo, baby, can you imagine that in today's world? That would be wild.
It would be a rough one.
Hey, I mentioned Smoot. I really do. I think DeJuan Smoot's a cool story.
Mm-hmm.
This is a guy, he admittedly, I'll never forget it. He said, we were interviewing him. He's like, man, this is make or break. Like, he said it. He knew his first few years were And he was like, I got to get going, man.
Yeah.
And he did. And now he's parlayed that into a good season last year. I think didn't he lead the team in sacks? Or was pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a little bit.
I mean,
that's like when I said,
the bar was a little low last year.
It was a little low. It's not like it was 14 of them.
It was a little low last year.
And now he got a contract, and he's moving all around. He's He's changed his number. Smoot's an interesting player. You know, I don't know what to expect from him, but I love the story.
You know what he is? Dude's a survivor. A la like an Avery Jones, or essentially he's like the Tyler Shatley of the defense.
Or A.J. Can, you know?
Yeah, I would say
Jags have some of those guys.
I think he's like the Tyler Shatley of the defense.
Yeah, that's a good call. We'll be back. Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690. More football talk on the way, of course.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin.
Kevin Durant is right now the best player to ever play basketball in New York for either team. He's the best player. Like,
was
we've
that even
never
a question,
seen.
though?
No, I'm not. It's not.
Was that even a question?
It's a statement. It's a statement, Jay. Dr. J played for the Nets. Jason Kidd, Patrick Ewing, Clyde Frazier, Willis Reed. He is the best player to ever play in the biggest market in the country.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin. Weekday mornings at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
Today, I took someone to their first job.
Today, I helped someone get to a medical appointment.
Today, I helped someone see their loved ones.
Today, I took someone to see a concert.
JTA bus operators are professional, trained, courteous, and proud. Become a driver of change. JTA is now hiring bus operators and is offering $10,000 to $15,000 hiring bonuses. On-the-job training provided. CDL training available. To apply, log on to go.jtafla.com/drive or call 904-630-3100. That's 630-3100 to become a driver of change.
As vacations come to a close, schools are about to reopen, crime is on the rise, and homeowners are worried for their family's safety and personal property. Do I need cameras? Do I need a security system? These may be questions you're asking yourself. That's why SafeTouch's licensed professionals are going to guide you through the whole process. Imagine never leaving your family home alone again. The SafeTouch two-way communicator is the push of a button away. Anything from a bruised elbow to a stranger at your door. Maybe it's your car sitting out all night that worries you. The SafeTouch camera provides notifications before your car's even touched, and video with 24/7 recording. For everything that's important to you, SafeTouch has you covered. Their verified response guarantees the fastest possible emergency response in the industry. SafeTouch consultants are registered fire and burglar agents with the state. You can have 100% confidence in the design and installation of your SafeTouch system. Get your free consultation today and see the SafeTouch difference. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. Florida license number EF0000233 and LVA 004.
There is a taste of the islands in every drop of Vida de Luis tequila, imported directly from Tequila, Mexico to Jacksonville Beach. Vida de Luis is the only locally owned tequila in Jax Beach. Support local and try Vida de Luis. Award-winning, smooth, all natural, no aldehydes or additives, which means wake up feeling good the next morning. Find out where you can pick up a bottle of Vida de Luis, Blanco, Reposado, or Añejo. Just visit VitaDeLuis.com. Support local and taste the islands in every drop. It is the home of the Action Sports Jacks Dream 18, and make it your home course as well. The golf club at Southampton in North St. Johns County, located off County Road 210. It's family owned and operated. Southampton is a fun course to play, and the golf club at Southampton offers club membership programs starting at just $79. With its elite practice facilities and player-friendly golf course design, it'll be your gateway to a great time with the family or with your buddies. For information on the membership programs, call the golf club at Southampton, 904-287-PLAY. Again, it's That's 904-287-PLAY.
Hello, Jacksonville. This is Greg McGarity. The future of college football is now, and our primary goal is to position the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl and Jacksonville to be prepared for a potential college football expansion. And we need you, our local business leaders, to join our team and showcase that Jacksonville supports college football. Gator Bowl Sports has opportunities for all companies, whether you have 5 employees or 5,000. I would love to meet you and talk about our future. If you'd like to learn more, contact me at 904-798-1700.
We are into that travel, baseball, and softball season now for the kids, and with that, we need a reliable car, and we need folks that are tremendous at customer service just in case we need their help. Well, the place to go is Fields Auto Group. That's what we did. My wife loves leasing her Cadillac XT6 from Fields Cadillac, part of the Fields Auto Group. It's safe. We can trust Fields Auto Group, and hey, it's luxury for less while you're on the road. Fields Cadillac Jacksonville and St. Augustine are part of the Fields Auto Group family. There's also Jaguar, Land Rover, Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, and Porsche. It's luxury for less at all Fields Auto Group locations in Jacksonville. Plus, you'll also be part of their exclusive Fields Amenities program, where you get complimentary loaners, car washes, and cafes. We've tried the loaner program, gone in for routine service, and every experience with Fields Auto Group has been first class. Whatever you're driving, see Fields and step up to luxury for less. Check out their locations around Jacksonville. Just visit fieldsauto.com.
For the ones going above and beyond. For the ones reaching out, helping out, and lending a hand. For the ones people count on. You can count on Grainger. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, backed by 24/7 customer support and specialists to help with hard-to-find products. Because you've got everyone's back. We've got yours. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We got off on the right foot as soon as we all saw each other. He loves to have fun, and me and DJ love to have fun all the time. So, and I think that's what it's all about: having fun while you working.
Laviska Shenault, is he ready and poised for a big season? Tell you what, most people would vote yes on that. Mm-hmm. What does a big season look like, though, for Laviska Shenault? What does he have to do? See, I don't think Laviska Shenault's going to lead you in receiving. You got Marvin Jones and you have DJ Chark.
No, for sure.
So how are we going to know Laviska Shenault made this big impact, took this extra jump? I thought he had a pretty nice year last year. He did some things. You probably can call up the numbers, but. So I'm kind of curious that, okay, this guy's having a really good camp. His body looks different. He's already unique. You got Marvin Jones, who says from the slot he's terrific.
He had 600 yards receiving, 5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns.
Well, how many catches?
58.
58. I was going to say 60. That's good. So what does better than that look like without telling me 59, 601 yards, and 6 touchdowns?
8 touchdowns. 8 touchdowns is better.
Is that what it would be?
Yeah. Because realistically, in terms of receptions, that number could go down a little bit. It might stay the same. Depending how many times you're going to pass a game. But I think when you have other weapons like Marvin Jones, like DJ Chark, like Travis Etienne possibly, expectation shouldn't be in terms of receptions. Expectation should be, if you're in the red zone and you're really humming, how can you lose Laviska Shenault? Can you use him in the jet sweep game? Can you use him in the screen game? So I think touchdowns going up would be the overall benefit of Laviska Shenault having a better year this year.
Yeah, obviously, it was like 10 yards a catch. That's what that would come out to, right? 9 point something.
10.3, yeah.
10.3. Mm-hmm. So when you hear yesterday Marvin Jones say, hey, he might be as different as you can get from the slot, do you look at it kind of like in an ETN way where they're going to try to create mismatches?
I'll look at him like we talked about last year with him, like Deebo Samuel. I think if you want to run some jet sweeps, I think if you want to getting the ball, get the ball in his hands and on short, whatever crossing routes when it's 3rd and 4, and not one man can tackle him by himself, then yeah, you absolutely give the ball to Laviska. And I think the 49ers, when he's healthy, use Deebo Samuel the exact same way. So I think in terms of an intimidating factor, obviously in terms of a blocker, and in terms of just setting the pace and running with reckless abandonment, I think Laviska Shenault is going to be that guy.
Yeah, that's a good call, because if you go back to the year the Niners were in the Super Bowl, that would have been Miami a couple years ago. So that would have been, 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That stretch run for Deebo Samuel was terrific.
Yep.
Right? It was like Shanahan figured out how to use him.
Yeah, and he did everything.
And he was a major weapon. In fact, I think he was the guy that, as much as, Kittle's terrific, of course.
I mean,
right? So
they had Kittle. They're obviously their running game was really going at the time.
Yeah,
too.
They did, because what's his name ran for like 200 yards in that playoff game.
Is that
right?
Mostert?
Yeah.
Mostert?
Must start in fantasy.
Must start. I like that.
Oh, very good there.
Yeah.
I like that. Did Weber just jump in on the mic?
I feel like that could be a couple fantasy teams' names. Must start. I'm not mad at that one.
But he was a guy that they game plan. You had to game plan around. He was explosive, and he used them in all those. I guess my point to this is we're all raving right now about Laviska Shenault, and he's earned it. I mean, he looks really good out there in camp. But he had a nice year last year. And you add Marvin Jones, and you add ETN, and you're dynamic on offense. The ball is going to be spread around. I think we might eye test this and say, Laviska did it again. He's terrific. He looked good. He did this, he did that. And then I think we might go to the numbers at the end of the year. We might say, that's kind of similar to last year. That's kind of similar to last year. That's kind of similar to last year.
But let's be honest. If this team's winning games, it's going to feel different, because last year, they were down by so much so early, you had to pass the ball.
Yeah.
So regardless, and with all due respect to Laviska Shenault, but regardless of who the receiver was that was healthy out there, he was probably going to get his targets, was going to get his receptions, regardless of where he was in the depth chart. So I think this year, if you can kind of duplicate those numbers a little bit, now once again, I think if the touchdowns go up, that would help out. But if you're winning ball games and your offense is actually humming, then yeah, I think it would be an upgraded career from last year.
Yeah, I think you're right about how it looks, like the flow of the game stuff. And if that happens, this is what I remember saying a lot last year. The Jags just couldn't get into the rhythm of using the bingo card that we created.
Correct.
Right? Because of the flow of the game. If you can get in a flow and pick up first downs and have sustainable drives and be scoring points and all those things, well, now Laviska Shenault, from an offensive coordinator standpoint, you can utilize him. You can do the jet sweeps. You can even line him up in the backfield. You can put him all over the bingo card, as we call it, because you have more plays, first of all, to play with.
Yeah.
And you have more situations that most likely are like 2nd and 4, right? Keep the defense guessing what you might do. And it's amazing, in my estimation, how much down and distance and also score of game, flow of game dictate using guys like that. I don't see ETN as being as much like that. I think you can use ETN on 2nd and 10, 2nd and 3. I think you can use ETN down 10, up 10. I don't think the way they utilize him will be as dictated by time and score as, say, Laviska using the whole tool set.
Yeah,
kind of is.
For sure. I think just with ETN, it's different because the home run threat is there at all times.
Yeah, you can just dump a screen on any play, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I think if you're in the need of a spark, you use Travis Etienne. If you're in the need of obviously a change of pace from James Robinson, you use Travis Etienne. You just use guys for different ways. I think Laviska is more of the physical type of runner where you want to make a statement. Maybe you're late in the fourth quarter and it's a physical type of game. You're playing the Tennessee Titans or somebody like that. That's when you maybe pull the trigger on Laviska Shenault. I think if you're in need of a huge play or a game-breaking play, well, then dial up one for Travis Etienne.
Should I be nervous about the Yankees, Casey?
Yeah, I would.
Really?
Yeah, I'm concerned.
I mean, come on. It's like the Marlins and who'd they play yesterday? The Orioles. It's a soft part of their schedule.
I mean, I'm just telling you. Rays won today.
I saw that. They already played. What did they do? Play at like 10?
They played at 1.
They played at 1 and the game's already over. Or is it double dip?
No, they played at 1. It's over. It's almost 4.
3 hours.
Dude, that's 3 hours. A baseball game that usually goes 3 hours plus.
Well, when you shove like the Rays do, there's not a lot of pitching changes.
I mean, it wasn't like it was a 1-0 game. It was 4-3.
Let them know.
Red Sox have lost 5 in a row. Should I be more afraid of the Yankees or concerned about the Red Sox?
Concerned about the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Starting to be on brand of who the Red Sox actually are now.
I'm not. That's a good question I just asked, by the way. And so if I look deep into my soul and answer this question.
But you have to have an honest conversation with your soul because you're biased.
No, I haven't had an honest conversation. The Red Sox have overachieved to such an extent to this point that they had this in them. Like, they're on a 5-game slide. They're not like some mega team like the Yankees were built to be or the Dodgers are or anything. Like San Francisco, they lose 5 in a row. It's like, well, okay, they've overachieved so much. They're kind of in the same boat. Now, they might be better off than the Red Sox as a team. But so I'm not super surprised by this. You can't go get swept by the Tigers now going to Toronto. That would concern me. I would probably say I'm more afraid of what the Yankees can do because for the last couple of months, I've been ripping the Yankees because I knew this was coming in August. Like, they're too good to not go on a run, especially against this kind of schedule.
Chris Sale is going to be the key for the Red Sox.
The Yankees still have a lot of ground. 5 games right now behind the Red Sox, I think they are, 6 games behind the Rays. That's a lot to make up. It is a lot.
Not when you got to play each other all the time.
No, that makes it harder in my opinion because often you split in baseball. You don't go. It's hard to sweep people. And so you can only
Rays did it to the Red Sox recently.
I know. Listen, Red Sox won the first 8 against the Yankees. And that's why they're here. But I'm more concerned about the Yankees because I think they have underachieved so much.
Oh, yeah.
Brewers won last night?
They're due. No, they got beat by the Pirates. It happens.
Oh, my. No, it doesn't. It shouldn't.
It happened. I know it shouldn't.
It's 1-1 in the 6th. The Reds are up 6-5. Look out for the Reds.
What are they, 7 games, 8 games behind? Hey, not worried about it yet. Not too worried about 7 games behind yet.
More football talk coming up. We're here for about another hour. We have a shrimp doubleheader coming up.
We're here for about another 40 minutes. But yeah.
In my life, that's about an hour. We're here when we come back in 5 minutes. How about that?
There it is.
On Action Sports Jags on ESPN 690.
Where else can you get lunch and brunch and booze and specials? Only one place, at Culhane's Irish Pub at Atlantic Beach and on the South Side. It's as Irish as you can get, owned by 4 Irish sisters. And they've got fish and chips, of course, shepherd's pie. Go today for lunch or dinner. Eat in, order out. Culhane'sIrishPub.com for the full menu. And try the new 5 Sisters Vodka at happy hour. Lunch and brunch and booze and specials and so much more. 2 locations, Atlantic Beach and the South Side. Culhane's Irish Pub, Irish Sass with 5-star class.
Are you in the need of a career change? Are you in the market for making more money? Or are you just stuck at a job right now that you don't really enjoy? Listen, I know career paths can be tricky, but whether you're just getting out of high school or you're looking for something new, J-Tech might be the school for you. Why not get an education you can actually put to use? Whether it's with automotive, diesel, HVAC, marine and RV, J-Tech is looking to train a brand new generation of highly skilled and essential employees. The cool thing with J-Tech is not only can they offer you the hands-on training that's going to help you move your future in the right direction, with their 16-to-1 student-teacher ratio, you're going to make sure you're getting all the skills that you need, all the hands-on training that you need to be successful and to shine. And don't think that they can't work around your time. To learn more about J-Tech, visit jtech.org, or better yet, give them a call at 904-483-9460. Ask for Hank to set up an appointment to tour the campus or get your questions answered. Once again, that's 904-483-9460, or visit jtech.org.
For the ones standing guard, for the eagle-eyed, for the knights in shining armor, and for all those who support them. We are Grainger, your experienced safety partner, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, committed to helping keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com/safety, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Anyone can talk like they're a big dog, but few actually walk the talk. We're not the only plumbing company claiming same-day water heater service. In fact, a lot of customers have called us after other companies failed to come through on their same-day service talk. Fortunately, Griffin Service delivers. We eat big dogs for lunch. And we fix what others can't. Some of that's knowing the science, engineering, and craft of AC and plumbing better than the Bubbas. But it's also better planning. The key to actually doing same-day water heater replacement is having water heaters in stock and ready to go. And that's what we do. Gas, electric, tank, tankless, we got them all in stock and ready to roll for you. So if you want to avoid the bait and switch turd bucket tactics of the Bubbas, or if you discover you're in the middle of an all talk, no walk situation with a wannabe, well, you know who to call, right?
GriffinService.com. CMC 1250697.
The Community Spotlight Award this week goes to Beaver Toyota. Beaver Toyota is a partner in the community. They have a random act of wow program that they see as a way of paying it forward. If you see Mike or Linda Beaver, Nick Ruther, or anyone from Beaver Toyota this week, thank them for being a great partner in the community. The Community Spotlight Award recognizes those that are great community partners. Again, this week the Community Spotlight Award goes to Beaver Toyota. Congrats to Beaver Toyota.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. ESPN 690. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, a Cox Media Group station.
The Dave single was buy one, get one for $1, as well as the spicy or classic chicken sandwich and the spicy or crispy 10-piece nuggets. Wendy's BOGO for $1 deal is gonna blow your mind and your speakers. Get these faves. BOGO $1 only at Wendy's.
Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Valid for item of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with combo or any other offer.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Christine Lisi. Kemba Walker's on his way to the Big Apple. ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski reporting Walker plans to sign with the Knicks after agreeing to a buyout with the Thunder. Bringing in Walker is another good move in a solid offseason for New York, believes ESPN senior writer Zach Lowe.
A New York City legend is returning to the greatest city in the world and for an arena that's going to go absolutely bonkers for him and for the team. And look, people are way underrating this offseason. Their offseason was fine. Are any of these deals for Nerlens Noel, Alec Burks, Evan Fournier super exciting? Are they superstars? No, but they're all good players.
Another reinforcement arriving for the banged-up Dodgers rotation. They agreed on a deal with veteran pitcher Cole Hamels. ESPN's Buster Olney reports $1 million guaranteed plus $200,000 for each start. Tonight, the newly acquired Max Scherzer makes his Dodgers debut versus the Astros, 9 Eastern ESPN Radio. Quarterback Dak Prescott among the Cowboys players not traveling to Canton for the Hall of Fame game versus the Steelers tomorrow night. He's staying back at training camp in California for more rehab as well as rest for his shoulder strain.
What? Just 15 seconds to talk about Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea? That smooth taste of real brewed iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol? What? We started already? Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for it in the bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios.
This is Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690 with Brent Martineau and Austin Lane.
Oh, he's going to yell at you. Today we were joking like he needs some tea or need a lozenge or something. He's losing his voice. But he's bringing it every day. I mean, he's bringing his all, and that's what we expect. So, I mean, if he's going to bring it all, we're going to bring our everything that we got too.
Smoot on Joe Cullen. Yeah. It's funny. Everybody has those impressions of Joe Cullen.
Yeah.
Who, honestly, I don't think has been, like, crazy loud out there. Like, I thought it was just day one, man. I mean,
he's been he's had his moments for sure, but he's been a little more reserved.
Does the mic drown him out a little bit? Cover him up a little bit, you know, like the announcements on the microphone.
Oh no, come on now, because no, that mic's not loud enough. I just think that he realizes that this is a marathon, it's not a sprint, and he's in charge of more than his defensive line. He has to make sure this whole thing is looking the way he wants it to look. So I think it's just a lot more on his plate, and he can't focus just on one group of people where he can yell at him the whole time.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Hey, let's hear a little bit. We're only here for another 45 minutes or so because the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp have a doubleheader here on ESPN 690 today. And get on out to the game, by the way. Catch the Jumbo Shrimp. They're home. They're, I think, only 2-week homestand of the year. It's their first one. I think it's their only one. Time's running out, right? Their season's done in the middle of September. And they've played well. They won again last night, won 10 out of the last 12. So go check them out. Check out the Jumbo Shrimp. Weather's been a little bit iffy, but it's actually been pretty cool because of the overcast skies. So whatever the radar looks like, well, I don't know. But go out and check out the game. If you can't, in your car, you can listen to the Jumbo Shrimp action right here on ESPN 690, your home for Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp baseball, ESPN 690. Let's hear from Urban Meyer a little bit today. I talked earlier about winners and losers. That was kind of the headline of the day. I mean, every single play today had a winner and a loser.
Yeah.
I mean, like every take we have, every subject, every minute, that means Casey has to decide winner or loser.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at it.
Had a busy day.
I'm not mad at it. Did you see Manhertz versus Tebow?
I did not.
Okay.
Was not on that portion. I heard about Manhertz got the better of Tebow.
In terms of run
Tebow
blocking.
Bounced back, though.
Yeah.
And then I think I did see a later rep that Tebow won against Manhertz. So that wasn't in the initial reps.
Yeah.
But it was another rep that Tebow won. So, yeah, I think the headline was, Manhertz is manhandling Tim Tebow in the blocking game. But I think it was actually the story also could be a nice little comeback by Tebow in that regard. So I think he's going to take a little bit of his lumps against a guy like Manhertz now. I was just saying this to some folks today. Manhertz, if you listen to what Urban Meyer said about him when they brought him in, if you listen to what the folks say about this guy from a blocking standpoint, love him.
Well, for sure. But, it's funny because yesterday we talked about the terms of how does Tim Tebow make this team? Because as a receiver in the tight end game, it's probably not going to be enough, once again, if, knock on wood, pending everyone stays healthy. So he also has to make a name for himself in the run blocking game a little bit. Well, today, obviously, he got a taste of that a little bit going up against a guy like Manhertz.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think, once again, I think that was the initial goal of the drill. But obviously, if you're Tim Tebow, you got to realize, okay, I see what I have to do now. I see what Manhertz brings to the table, and I have to try to, build myself up to that kind of level to make this team.
Yeah, I think that's what you're out there for, and he's got to be able to prove it in that part of the game as well. So, as for the winners and losers, I mean, it was referee Urban Meyer today, and here's what he had to say about the way they attacked practice.
Yeah, we have some winner-loser opportunities. We're going to have to make a decision. A big roster is going to go to a smaller roster, and I think to be fair to players, we all have so much respect for this is a way guys make a living, and I don't believe in subjectivity. I believe in what's your record. Every man's got a record. What is it? You are what your record are. If you lose a lot, but you have a lot of potential, that's not real good. It's just over my course of my career, the Ahmad Blacks, I can give you example after example that maybe they're a little slow, but they just never lose. So I try to create those and as many safe. There's one way to do it, and that's scrimmage forever. You can't do that. You can create scenarios where it's one-on-one, and then everybody's got to score. What's your record?
That's Urban Meyer today on the winners and losers part of practice. It's almost like, okay, doesn't everybody do it like that? Doesn't it like that soundbite kind of say, doesn't everybody do this? Don't they keep track and chart everything and who's going to win and who outperformed? And I think the answer to that is flat out no. I think we've all been around sports to know, especially at the pro level, Austin. This even happens at the collegiate level quite a bit. That that whoever you were invested in as a coach, as a program, as an organization, doesn't matter if they won that month of practice. Doesn't matter if they even outperform the other guy most of the time. You're invested in them, and therefore they get opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And that's the way it goes most often, in sports. Probably even down at the high school level. That's the way it goes.
Here's what Urban Meyer's bringing to the table that I haven't seen a lot of coaches bring to the table in terms of philosophy about how he's going about these winners and losers types of days. Yes, there are drills where you win and you lose. Team run, 7-on-7, one-on-ones in the trenches with offensive line and the defensive line, whether, you're doing your pass rush moves or you're doing the run game. There are competitions, there are drills set up for you to succeed or fail. And obviously your peers see that as well. But what Urban Meyer understands, and what I gauged from the press conference right there, his little soundbite, is that he understands the fundamental basics of football. And it's something that nobody ever really talks about. We always talk about 11-on-11. You have to have a great defense. You have to have a great offense. But when you whittle it down, it's a battle of one-on-ones. If your guys on the field can win their one-on-one battle, whether it's a cornerback versus a wide receiver, whether it's a linebacker versus a running back, whether it's a defensive end versus an offensive tackle, if your guys can win their one-on-one battles and more of your guys can win than lose, well, then you have a chance to be successful. And that, to me, is what Urban Meyer's preaching right now. And it's very cool to hear because I think sometimes coaches want to complicate so many things with new schemes, new blitzes, new offensive, criteria, whatever the case may be. But Urban Meyer is literally bringing it back down to the basics of football. And he's saying, hey, whether it's tight end versus tight end, whether it's safety versus running back, safety versus tight end, whatever the case may be, you got to win your one-on-one battles. And what happens when the spotlight's on you and we're announcing winners and losers? I think it's a great thing that he's bringing to practice. Once again, I haven't really seen a lot of this on other NFL fields, but I think it's kind of one of his little, he's got his thumbprint on this team, and it's what he's bringing, and I'm a huge fan of it.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. Is there a danger zone in a way to putting this all out on paper and on a sheet and saying who wins, who loses, who makes the team when – I'll use the most absurd of examples. C.J. Beathard has a better percentage, less interceptions, all the rest than Trevor Lawrence. C.J. Beathard's our starting quarterback, Yeah. I mean, I was just trying to be as absurd as I could. Yeah. But, is there a little bit of a danger zone saying, hey, because the way Urban said it, it's like, listen, we're not going to make this subjective. This is going to be boom, boom, boom. Well, if the paper doesn't lie – and the stats don't lie, and the wins, losses don't lie, I just wonder at the end of the day, do people have a right to come up and be like,
no.
Hey, I didn't make the team. Why? I won like 80% of my reps.
See, but here's the problem. The reps that you're getting right now in winners and losers just has nothing to do with you making the team. The reps right now with winners and losers is going to get you opportunities in the preseason games. You will make your money in the preseason. If you show out, if you have big games in the preseason games, well, then they're going to be forced to sign you. These winner and losers things, all this is doing right now is giving you opportunities. Just because you go maybe 5-0 in your group or whatever does not mean you're going to make the team. Doesn't matter if you're an undrafted free agent or if you're a seasoned veteran. What these winners and losers drills are doing is giving you the opportunity to get more playing time in the preseason games. And then what you do with that when the lights are the brightest, when everybody's watching, that's when you're going to make the team or not.
That makes sense. I do think there's an underbelly of this that kind of puts culture in play and says we win every rep, every play matters, everything matters that we do. And listen, a lot of that is coach speak. A lot of people do that. You have to sometimes attack it in different ways. And I think what this does is subtly say everything's a competition. Kind of go back to what Tom Coughlin would say about winning lunch. Mm-hmm. That mentality, it's like, well, getting to the lunch table is a competition.
No, for sure.
I think there's an underbelly. There's like a subconscious that Urban Meyer's kind of training these guys, like on every rep when he does a practice like this, to be like, well, when it's not your teammate and when it's not about your roster spot, when it is in that preseason game or when it's against Houston on Sunday, this same mentality takes place.
But it's also ironic, though, too, because he's conducting these drills right now, and these drills aren't for the seasoned veterans. These drills are for the young guys. Because if you're a veteran like Miles Jack or like a Josh Allen, Jihad Ward, you know if you messed up in practice, and you know if you had a bad play.
Yeah.
And if you're a seasoned veteran and you go about your business like you're supposed to, that's going to eat at you. Like, you don't ever want to lose in practice, whether it's a one-on-one, whether someone beats you to a drill. Like, if you're truly a veteran and part of the culture and want to be a pillar of this team, everything's got to eat at you. So they already understand that. They don't need a guy on the microphone speaking in monotone saying, "Oh, this guy won, this guy lost." Like that's just extra fluff for guys like Jihad Ward and Josh Allen and Harris and all these guys. What you need though is for the young guys to understand this, because some of the younger guys could be like, "Okay, so I lost one. What's the big deal?" And I think every first year, second year guy thinks like that. Heck, I thought like that. You get a little too comfortable. You get a little too complacent. These drills are designed to make you uncomfortable, uncomplacent. And when they call you a loser, well, how are you going to respond to that?
Yeah.
So I feel like these drills are set up more for the younger guys. But keep in mind, one of the youngest teams in the NFL, more than the veterans like we always speak of.
Yeah, let's hear from Urban Meyer a little bit more. Earlier in the show, we were talking about C.J. Henderson. Here's what Urban Meyer had to say about the second-year player out of Florida.
I think it's been November, October since last he played, and I have no idea. I mean, a really talented guy, good guy. It's almost like okay, he's back, COVID. Okay, he's back, 3-day acclimatization after COVID. Okay, he's back, though. That's coming either tomorrow or the next day.
So that's on C.J. Henderson. You know, that's a little bit of a different tone than what Urban Meyer and Trent Baalke were saying in the spring, and that it really isn't it's not on C.J. Henderson. I mean, COVID stuff is frustrating for everybody.
Yeah.
But if you go back to some of the thoughts when asked about C.J. Henderson, like, man, this guy's great. We love this guy. This guy's going to be a big part of it. This is all the rest. Well, you sensed a little bit of frustration, like any coach would have. It's like, man, I want to get him on the field. And but by the way, I got to believe C.J. Henderson has more of that frustration than anybody.
Sure. No, I mean, absolutely. This is a guy that wants to show what he has to a new regime who really doesn't know what he has.
Yeah.
So there's nothing more frustrating than trying to prove your worth, than trying to show, like, hey, I belong here. I deserve to be a starter, and you can't do that. And essentially it's with COVID, so it's not – I mean, once again, there's precautions to say, well, you can't get it or whatever the case may be, but it's essentially out of his control right now.
Yeah.
And it's not an injury. It's COVID. So that's got to be very frustrating for him.
I think there are so many differences between the college game and the NFL game. Some people think Urban Meyer won't be able to handle it. There's a track record of other people and coaches that have not had success at the NFL level after even having college success. Now, few people have had the college success that Urban Meyer has had. I think you got to remind yourself of that. Third winningest coach all time from a percentage standpoint. Mm-hmm. So this guy just knows success. He breathes success. That's what he's all about. It's like he won't fail. So I think that's why this has a really good chance to work in Jacksonville. How big, who knows? But one of the differences, we talked about this the other day with Trevor Lawrence, and he did too. It's why he's leaning on the NFL guys. For the 2-minute drill is different. The clock doesn't stop on first down. The hash marks are different. College to the NFL. The other thing that's really different for a guy like Urban Meyer is you can't bring in 110 guys to your roster and keep them all.
Correct.
You got 90 guys, and you got to cut 37 of them.
Yeah.
And that's coming up in a few weeks. Here's Urban Meyer on cutting guys.
Colleagues that, you got to, and that's going to be a tough deal. You know the way I am about, we all are. I just start thinking about these are guys' careers. We can't be wrong. That's not fair to that player. So that's why a lot of it's charted and, not charted when it's not competitive. That's not fair. So now when it gets competitive, everybody's going to have a score. Here's your score. Now that won't be the final decision.
So that's Urban Meyer. And I mean, listen, most coaches are going to say it's the hardest part about it. Absolutely. But I think what I like what Urban Meyer just said is kind of like he said around Trevor Lawrence in the first pick and the first however many picks they had. Can't get it wrong. Mm-hmm. Like there's that sense of urgency about it, and it's on them. It takes a lot of accountability. Say, hey, we got to get this thing right. We got to make the right decisions about it. Let's hear one more from Urban Meyer. And people are starting to wonder about this now that we're 10 days away from the first preseason game. We have a preseason this year that will have 3 preseason games. That's unusual. That's different. How will coaches treat it? How will Urban Meyer treat it? Will the first one be like the first one usually is? The second one, same thing. The starters play a little bit more. Third one, they play the most. And then that fourth one that used to be, well, the starters didn't play most of the time anyway. No. That was to try to win a last final spot if you were on the bubble. So is that the way it goes down? Or will one of those games still be treated like a fourth preseason game? Here's what Urban Meyer had to say when asked if Trevor will play against the Cleveland Browns.
There's a reason why I hired Bevel and Schottenheimer, veteran quarterback coaches at this level, also veteran quarterback coaches with young players. So we have not had that dialogue yet. It's all about, I think today was red zone. That will come at the appropriate time. But I'm going to really lean heavily on those guys.
That's interesting. That is not even a hint toward if Trevor Lawrence will play and how he approaches it. See, I think that might be Urban leaning on Schottenheimer and Bevel when it comes to Trevor. Mm-hmm. But it's more philosophical at how Urban Meyer feels about these 3 games, right? Is the whole idea to be, which is every coach's idea, be as healthy as possible.
Yeah.
Go all the way back to the Rams where they played nobody. Is the idea to go back to 2017 where basically the Jags were like beat up going into that games because they had this crazy hard training camp. And they played starters even more. We're like, whoa, the starters are back in again? They're coming in again? They're still playing? Mm-hmm. There was a little bit of that back in 17 with Tom Coughlin and Doug Marrone. the philosophy of Urban Meyer and the figuring of that out. You know what I've kind of succumbed to in my theory on preseason? Keep your fingers crossed and just get lucky, because I think there's a variety of ways to do it. The bottom line is you made it to the regular season, you made it to September, and you're primarily healthy. You did it the right way. But that could change from year to year, however you treated that. And also, how do you come out of the chute in September can often be criticized at how you dealt with the preseason games and your training camp.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the whole goal of the preseason games is to evaluate your talent. Well, you have talent right now, and a lot of these guys were here last year who went 1-15. So you have to do your due diligence, and you have to make sure that you evaluate these guys and say, like, who the starters are going to be. Because right now, I mean, yeah, you have some of your bona fide starters, and we all get that, but there's still some competition up for grabs. So if that's the case, you got to get your starters in there, and then you have to keep your starters in there a little longer than maybe you'd like to, just to see what they're made of, and then bring the twos in. So I think there's a lot of battles up for grabs, more than I think a lot of teams out there. And in order to find out, well, who's going to be the starter week 1 against Houston, guys got to be out there playing.
Yeah, it'll be the time frame between the last game, which is the 29th of August, and having a full 2 weeks to get to the game, which I guess isn't like, it's probably a few days difference than what it normally is. It begs the question, I don't know how I'd handle that. The 2 weeks is nice because you can rest, recover, all those things should be ready to go. But if you rest at all and just don't play a lot at all in that final preseason game, well, now you're talking about the 24th or something. Now you're almost 3 weeks removed from playing in a game. And is it like restarting the car after a cold winter's night? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. And that's what they have to figure out. But I think this is friendly for the teams to be able to at least still recover after that final preseason game. I'd be surprised if anybody went into the second half at any point in the preseason from a starter perspective. I don't think it's going to happen.
But do you think a guy like Joe Cullen coming from Baltimore, who Baltimore hasn't lost a preseason game in 5 years, do you think there's going to be more incentive to win these games? Do you think there's a correlation to winning preseason games and having success in the regular season? Because if that's the case, then you can expect these starters to be out there for a lot longer.
Yeah, yes in front of a microphone, no in the offices.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're never going to sit there and be like, yeah, we want to make sure win. Like, Mike Mularkey was really big on that. We want to win the preseason games. We want to get that culture built. I think every coach believes that, feels that, but not at the risk of bringing a guy back in and maybe getting him hurt because you ran him an extra 3 plays. I think most people side these days on that side of it. Get him out of the game, keep him healthy, bubble wrap him up for the regular season. We'll see how they treat it. It's going to be interesting to watch. This is all new. Nobody has an urban blueprint for this kind of stuff. We'll be back. Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690.
Now, the First Alert Forecast on ESPN 690.
A 5 on the weather meter with scattered showers, a couple of thunderstorms into early this evening, mostly cloudy overnight tonight with some areas of fog. We fall into the 70s. Tomorrow will be partly to mostly cloudy, more on and off rain, and a few thunderstorms with some heavy downpours. Highs tomorrow in the mid-80s, and on Friday, partly cloudy. Afternoon showers and thunderstorms with highs between 85 and 90 degrees. From the First Alert Weather Center, I'm Action News Jax Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beard's Diamonds, where for a limited time, get 0% financing for 5 years, only at Beard's Diamonds.
Goodyear believes in the power of moving forward. No matter if it's on the track, the court, or the field, movement makes us want to be more. It pushes us to go further, to show the world what we can do. Movement has the unique ability to change our perspective, to challenge us, to work for a better tomorrow. Movement can even bring us together when we're still, because if we're focused on the next move, we don't have to worry about what's behind us. Goodyear, more driven.
5G is here, but the big carriers want you to sign a pricey long-term contract to get in on the action. Well, no more, because Straight Talk Wireless has rolled out 5G coverage nationwide, with plans starting at just $35 a month with no contract. And get a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G for only $299. all on America's best networks. 5G coverage, 5G phones, less money, Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required, actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
For the ones who know that a little late is always too late, and that the clock doesn't stop just because you're missing a part, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. And our Keep Stock inventory management solutions help ensure you have the right stuff in the right place at exactly the right time. Visit Grainger.com/keepstock to learn more. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
There is a taste of the islands in every drop of Vida de Luis tequila, imported directly from Tequila, Mexico to Jacksonville Beach. Vida de Luis is the only locally owned tequila in Jax Beach. Support local and try Vida de Luis. Award-winning, smooth, all natural, no aldehydes or additives, which means wake up feeling good the next morning. Find out where you can pick up a bottle of Vida de Luis, Blanco, Reposado, or Añejo. Just visit VitaDeLuis.com. Support local and taste the islands in every drop.
Anyone can talk like they're a big dog, but few actually walk the talk. We're not the only plumbing company claiming same-day water heater service. In fact, a lot of customers have called us after other companies failed to come through on their same-day service talk. Fortunately, Griffin Service delivers. We eat big dogs for lunch. And we fix what others can't. Some of that's knowing the science, engineering, and craft of AC and plumbing better than the Bubbas, but it's also better planning. The key to actually doing same-day water heater replacement is having water heaters in stock and ready to go. And that's what we do. Gas, electric, tank, tankless, we got them all in stock and ready to roll for you. So if you want to avoid the bait-and-switch turd bucket tactics of the Bubbas, or if you discover you're in the middle of an all-talk, no-walk situation with a wannabe, well, you know who to call, right?
GriffinService.com.
CMC 1250-697.
Purchasing home and auto insurance? Do it the Simply way with Simply IOA. Compare quotes and buy a policy online or over the phone. Search Simply IOA or call 844-TALK-TO-SIMPLY. Simply IOA. Insurance the Simply way.
Hey, what up, everybody? It's Austin. And no matter your age, whether you're just getting out of high school or you're at a job currently that you don't really like and you want to make a new career path, well, my friends at J-Tech have the solution for you. If you're searching for a school that offers a kind of hands-on essential career training that you can move your future in the right direction with, you need to call my friends at J-Tech right now. J-Tech's going to give you all the tools needed for you to succeed in whatever field of study you choose, whether it's automotive, diesel, HVAC, marine and RV, or the transportation industry. So if you're not satisfied right now in your career path, there is no reason why you shouldn't give J-Tech a try. They offer flexible class schedules, even night classes, and every classroom features a 16-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio to get the hands-on training so you succeed in your field. To learn more about J-Tech, visit jtech.org, or better yet, give them a call at 904-483-9460. Ask for Hank to set up an appointment to tour the campus or get your questions answered. Once again, that's 904-483-9460, or visit jtech.org.
Today, I took someone to their first job.
Today, I helped someone get to a medical appointment.
Today, I helped someone see their loved ones.
Today, I took someone to see a concert.
JTA bus operators are professional, trained, courteous, and proud. Become a driver of change. JTA is now hiring bus operators and is offering $10,000 to $15,000 hiring bonuses. On-the-job training provided. CDL training available. To apply, log on to go.jtafla.com/drive or call 904-630-3100. That's 630-3100 to become a driver of change. Today's athletes deserve more than a sports drink. With potassium-packed electrolytes, no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes, Body Armor Sports Drink provides hard-working hydration and more. Stock up on Body Armor Sports Drink at your local Circle K, where Body Armor 28-ounce are 2 for $4 with the option to add one more for $1 at the register.
We ask people what they would do when they get back to their loved ones.
I will hug my mom.
My brother better be ready for that bear hug.
Getting vaccinated is our chance to get back to what we miss so much, safely. And for people at higher risk of complications due to diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart conditions, the COVID-19 vaccine is an important choice. Getting back to life. Set your heart on it. It's up to you. For more information, go to heart.org/vaccine. A message from the American Heart Association.
We just thinking about being champions. We're just thinking about stacking days and just buying in. That's all we really can do. We're just going to attack every day and just go at it like we're going to win it all.
That is the one, Smoot. I was just thinking of this. DeJuan Smoot, A.J. Cann, heck, Tyler Shatley, Brandon Linder, I guess would fall in this category. Those guys have to be the most tenured Jags. Heck, Jared Wilson at 5 years probably getting pretty close. I haven't looked this up, but
yeah,
most tenured Jag might be Brandon Linder.
I would say Brandon Linder, yes.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
But keep in mind now, A.J. Cann, I think, is year 7 around here. Smoot would be close to that. If
Shatley's
not that.
been here since 14.
Shatley is probably then a year behind Linder.
Mm-hmm.
I think Linder was a third-round pick in 13. Maybe he was 14, though. Came in with Bortles?
14.
He was. Yeah, he came in with Bortles. So they're the same. The two most tenured Jaguars are Linder and Shatley.
Crazy. I tell you, man, Shatley's a survivor. That's why I'm calling DeJuan Smoot.
I like that.
The defensive Tyler Shatley.
All right, hey, give us a story out of New York. We got the Shrimp coming up in about 20 minutes or so this is our last segment. We're going to do golf picks since I won last week, and so we'll do that again.
What tournament is it, though, guys?
WGC Championships.
What does that stand for?
World
Golf Championship.
Okay.
It's names you know.
It's only good players. You have to call it like you can't.
Yeah,
listen.
but is this a tournament that I know, though?
You were asking me about NBA players that I don't even know. At least we're going to include
They have
names
pictures.
that you
There's
know.
pictures on the website.
Okay. Oh, there is?
Yeah, definitely.
WGC.com or what? Or just like the...
Just type in WGC-FedEx St. Jude.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
So,
and sorry, real quick, where's this taking place so I know like how to...
Memphis, Tennessee.
Ooh, home of barbecue and some soul music. Okay, I like this. That's what we're going to add those things to the list. I like
Beale
that.
Street.
Okay.
Or isn't it Beale? Is it Beale?
Never been to Memphis, Tennessee.
Never been to Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, Beale's
either.
like the main street there, I think.
Okay.
I think it's Beale. That sounds funny to me, but I think I'm right.
Okay.
As we transition from that to our guy,
We'll get
Joe
back to
Looney.
that in a moment. No, I mean, we'll get back to the golf in a moment.
Gotcha. So we got Joe Looney here, who was a veteran offensive lineman, played for the Cowboys for a bit. Most well known for, you might remember this a couple years ago at training camp. He dressed up like Zeke with the half jersey, ran out, confused some fans. So this is our guy. So 3 days ago, Joe signed with the Giants. He then said running penalty laps and working hard was something he was looking forward to. He embraced it. Well, come yesterday or 2 days ago, there was a little bit of a fight, as we talked about, Daniel Jones at the bottom of the pile, which, by the way, Trevor Lawrence, we talked about this earlier, Trevor Lawrence would never be at the bottom of any pile.
Thank you.
He's a fighter. Daniel Jones, I think, just went down.
Daniel Jones, hey, he turtled up and just laid there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Sons and 4. Go ahead and lay down.
You
Sons
guys are
and
going to
4.
be so disappointed when Daniel Jones lights up the NFC East.
Well, it'll be about time, huh? How many years is he going to give him? You just talked about how if you don't do good after your first year.
I didn't throw 28 picks.
Well, do you want to see the stats? Anyways, we're getting sidetracked. Go on, Casey.
So after said fight, there was a lot of running by Joe Judge and whatnot. And
old school, yeah.
Later that day, I guess the decision was made, and today it came out. Joe Looney has decided to hang it up because he's sick of that.
Is it directly related to that?
Well, there's been some comments from Giants players that make you believe that. Sterling Shepard said, if you don't like how things are being run here, you leave. And he's now the third Giants player to retire since camp started. So
really?
Apparently there's a couple guys that aren't liking it.
I don't think it might have something to do with the running, but keep in mind, Joe Looney's a veteran, right? Like this isn't like a first-year guy here. Like he's been in the league for a while. I think he saw his starting quarterback on the ground in the fetal position. He got a little offended. He's like, I have to block for this guy? Excuse me? Deuces.
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. I'd rather quit than block for Daniel Jones.
There's something terrific about you hope you can get to this phase in life, I think. And you still got to pull the trigger on it. Many people don't want to end things on a sour note. But I love the fact that Joe Looney's played enough in the league, made enough in the league, that even if this was the reason why, he's like, I ain't doing 100-yard gassers and push-ups because of a fight. I'm out.
Yeah.
You hope to have that kind of leverage where you're like, I'm not cutting another spot today. See you guys. I'm out.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Right?
For sure.
Like,
for sure.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate that. Like, I think that's good. Whether that's really the root of the reason or not, that's something awesome about that.
But am I seriously wrong here, though? Because keep in mind, this guy's career here got drafted back in 2012, so long career. Played in San Francisco, would have been with Alex Smith. Played with the Tennessee Titans, would have been Marcus Mariota. Played with, the Dallas Cowboys, would have been Dak Prescott, obviously. And I think those three quarterbacks, they're tough. They're gritty type of dudes, right? Would you disagree with that? I mean,
they are gritty.
Yeah, Mariota played with some injuries. Obviously, Alex Smith, say no more.
Yeah, Mariota, yeah.
Okay. And then Dak Prescott, I mean, I think overall his teammates enjoy his presence.
Tried to replace his dislocated ankle.
No, for sure. And then you go to a large market like the New York Giants, a team on the come up a little bit, and you look in your locker room, there's a guy by the name of Daniel Jones. And I think we aren't giving this enough attention where when you find yourself in the bottom of a pile in the fetal position, now I haven't seen the video, but it's what I've been reading. The guy was in the bottom of the pile. I think Joe Looney's like, no, I'm not blocking for you. We'll see you later.
Got some breaking news out of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp that involves our end time of this program.
Did they cancel? Push back?
They have been delayed. So if our feet are not in the parking lot, we can continue this program until about 5:10.
It's not raining, though.
There we go.
All right.
We don't have to.
No, it's cool.
They're not playing the game in our parking lot.
Then let's get it.
I can run like a half hour
carry the freight the rest of the way. I can't.
Oh, no, it's all good, man. I got you.
I mean, I'm a lot like that. I operate a lot like
pressure.
If you tell me I'm out at 4:45, right, or if you say, okay, we're done doing this, and then add stuff, I'm like,
yeah.
That's
It's
why
a
I couldn't
bummer.
be a news reporter. I don't.
That's why I don't go to meetings.
Because what happens with the news reporters is their shift's about ready to end. They worked a hard day for them, and they
shots from coworkers, man, unbelievable.
Just kidding.
Okay.
They do 2 packages on the day, tell stories a lot of times about the not greatest of things,
Yeah.
And I always feel for them when they come back to the station and then that phone rings and it's like breaking news.
Yeah.
And they have to go right back out.
Yeah.
And sometimes to like Brunswick or Palatka, an hour away, or wherever it is. And it's like, that would drive me crazy because just I'm a little bit scheduled like that. Like, okay, I'm getting home. I'm going to do this, or whatever.
Yep.
And you can't do it.
Nope, for sure.
So, and especially at the late night crew, because it's not like you've got another set of crew coming in. Like if you're done at 6:30, well, then you've got more people kind of that could go to that breaking news.
Yeah.
The late night crew doesn't have anybody coming in until like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, you're pretty much at their mercy.
So I've always thought about that. But for this instance, we get to be with you and talk more sports. That's not a problem.
Let's get it.
I mean, kind of going to be here most of the day anyway.
Yeah.
Like Casey. Casey's not going anywhere.
It's all good. It's all good. We can make it happen.
Casey, did you eat that whole tub of whatever it was, peanuts?
Ice cream? What do you
About half.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, peanuts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
I
it?
got
The mix? The
trail mix.
Trail mix?
You got some almonds in there?
We got peanuts, peanut butter chips, raisins, M&Ms, peanut butter chocolate candies, peanut butter pretzel balls, and peanut butter cups.
Did you know it was World Nuts Day yesterday?
Was it really?
Yeah, we talked about it on the show, on the other show.
Which is what?
What do you mean?
How did that go?
What is World Nuts Day?
No, I was setting you up to plug your show.
Oh, I got it. Oh, it went fantastic. Thanks for asking. How did it go? It actually went off the rails because I guess I say the word peanuts a little different than everybody else does.
Yeah, you got to be careful on peanuts.
I know. So Megan, my co-host, kept on getting me to say it, and said it over and over again. And then finally it dawned on me, like I'm probably saying a bad word, so I thought I was gonna get in trouble. So it's stressful.
I don't know if it's a bad word.
Well, no, because can I tell the story real quick?
Yeah. Well, you're into it, so I mean, might as well finish it.
So you say peanut, right?
Yeah.
Well, I say it with an I instead of a U.
Yeah.
Yeah. So peanut.
Peanut.
Yeah. Now, when I say it a little faster, then
especially in plural.
You got in plural, and I did.
I catch a lot of people that it sounds like that.
Yeah, okay, so it's not just me then.
Yeah.
Because I was made to feel like I'm just an outcast and nobody else talks like I do. So, like, I felt really bad. But I'm glad to hear that you understand the situation.
Yeah, I think when you hear people say peanuts, it sounds a lot like that a lot.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, good.
It's like, good. This isn't a bad word either.
I know. I know. You know, like it's different here than it is over there, Brent. Okay, I'm scared over there sometimes. I'm scared. Okay.
Yeah.
But what is
the
go-to
thing about that is like we never say that word. We will call it a variety of other things.
No, for sure, for sure. What are we, 5? What is? Yeah, exactly. Oh my. Hey. If Giannis can say it, anybody can say it. All right, Giannis put Tinkle back on the map, and I will have words to anybody that thinks that it's a bad
new
word.
favorite player.
There you go. But what is like your go-to nut? What are you into?
Oh, that's a good call. When I'm trying to eat right, actually,
I'm going to tell you right there. When you say you're trying to eat right, that's not the best thing to be eating in terms of the nut family. Is Planters peanuts.
Yeah, I know.
See, I did it again.
It's not bad though.
Yeah,
it's not bad, and here's the thing. I won't eat a lot of these at one serving.
Okay.
So when I'm trying to be halfway decent, I try to find things not necessarily that I like, but that I know I won't eat like an enormous portion of.
Yeah, I got you.
And so that's that. My go-to peanut or nut is usually pistachio.
Ooh.
And by the way,
about
thank
those.
you for all the pistachio makers, growers, whatever that is.
Don't
for
say
taking it out of the show.
Come on, but it's part of the process.
No, but here's the deal. I grew up on the red pistachio.
Entitlement,
right?
Red pistachios.
Yeah, red. You don't have red pistachios.
They're green, man.
Well, I know, but
the
shell of it was red. You never had that.
I don't think so. Casey, red pistachios? I've never heard of red pistachios.
Red ones?
Well, it's the red shell and then the pistachio inside it.
I only eat the pistachios that John Cena did those ads for when he was the elephant voice.
Yeah, you guys.
And those,
do they not make the red shelled pistachios anymore?
I've never heard of it, man. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, seriously.
Well, it ends that way. It used to have you make your hands red from eating it.
What? Are you sure you're not eating beets? You're eating red pistachios?
Now I got to ask everybody if they've ever.
Yeah,
heard
go
of
ahead and ask everybody. And ask it in a way that it's not going to favor you like you always do, because you're so classic for doing that.
Pistachio shells.
Okay,
have you ever heard of them?
All right, I see red pistachio. I mean, are they called chili pistachios?
Do I need to make another poll? We already have one poll up.
These are red chili pistachios. Those it? No, because this got like chili flavor. You sure you're eating red pistachio? Here we go, red pistachio salted.
I'm telling you, this is the only pistachio I had as a kid.
So they're all red?
Yeah.
Is that healthy?
I don't know if it was like a New England thing or whatever, but that's what I grew up on.
So this is it right here.
Yeah,
wow.
so I grew up eating those.
Okay.
And then now, and I knew that like the white shell pistachio exists, if that would be white, I guess it is. Right?
Sure, yeah.
And but anyway, I'm like a pistachio ice cream guy.
Oh, Brent.
Yeah.
You're disappointing me so much today, man.
Why? I like pistachio ice cream.
Who makes an ice cream out of nuts? You know, like an ice cream is supposed to be like a sweet treat. You know, it's supposed to be like a dessert. Now you want to add pistachios to it? Gross.
I mean, doesn't like almost every ice cream have nuts in it somewhere along the way?
I mean, like you can put on a hot fudge sundae, sure. But I'm saying you make a whole ice cream out of nuts? No, man. Come on. You're better than that, man.
Bring this up in the morning. Pistachio ice cream.
I'm not, because I know what the response is going to be.
No, the response
I know my
is
audience.
that most people like, or a lot of people like pistachio ice cream. You know why I can tell? Because every ice cream store I've ever been in has it.
Yeah. I'm all set. Hey, I'm all set. I've never had it. Don't need to have it.
People like it.
Do they have like...
But anyway, so if you're asking me what my favorite nut is, it's probably pistachio.
Tell you what.
Now, big fan of the macadamia nut, too.
Okay. I'm not a good macadamia. Yeah, that's a good
also
one.
not bad for you.
I'll tell you what. I love me a good walnut. Just like the consistency... It's like meat you're chewing on a little bit.
I will say this. There's got to be an allergy to some nuts that I get like an itchy throat on like walnuts a little bit.
Really?
Even though I like them.
Can't wait to bring some in.
No, I like them. Like I'll eat them.
Going to put that to the test.
I do that with fruit too.
You don't like the fruit?
Like I will not eat like peaches anymore. Like I think it's hives? I don't know what it is. There's something to it that I get something like allergy kicks in. Plums, nectarine, peach.
So but that's all. They're all kind of like those. I don't know what category I'd put those in, but they're all like they're not exotic fruits, but they're like citrusy kind of like
There's something about the outside part.
Like
I believe
acidic a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, there's something. I think
do
it's
oranges?
The skin.
You do oranges?
I will, yeah.
Strawberries?
Yep.
Okay.
That's okay. Strawberry, never a problem. Blueberry, never a problem. Heck, I even like grapefruit, never a problem. Banana's okay.
Yeah.
Although once in a while, banana will
Pineapple.
throw you. Oh, yeah, no problem.
Interesting.
But
Kiwi.
Sometimes even an apple. Kiwi will actually do it, and I love kiwi.
Oh,
Kiwi's
Casey
really
on the
good.
money. What is Brent allergic to? It's a new game.
Yeah. So kiwi a little bit, but really the most notable one is probably peach. Apples will get me sometimes. Dang. Not oranges, though. That's weird that doesn't happen.
Cantaloupe.
Oh,
that will get me.
That's not even a fruit.
Cantaloupe will get me.
2 for 2.
Yeah.
Casey, you're on fire. Do you go for the turkey?
It's not a fruit. Yes, it is.
I mean, but it's the cantaloupe is just whatever.
What fruit? Well, by the way,
in a
back
fruit
to my,
salad, no one's like, oh, I got to get the cantaloupe. Like, it's just you put it, it's a filler.
Well, true, but a real fruit salad will probably have cantaloupe in it.
No, of course, but I'm just saying cantaloupe is the filler of a fruit salad.
Is the melon, man. That's
no, for sure. Like, when has anybody said in a fruit salad, wow, this cantaloupe's really good? Like, no, you got the grapes, you got everything, you got the pineapple. No one's pumped on cantaloupe, is my point.
Pineapple and kiwi, probably the best.
Kiwi's good.
Strawberry high up there, blueberries high up there.
Yeah.
You know what I miss? You know what I haven't had in forever? Now that you got me thinking this way. Yeah, I don't know where the hell we're going with this show, but this is
we're doing your favorite type of nuts, and now we're doing the fruit.
You know what I haven't had in forever, and I used to have it all the time. Like
hit me with
I've
it.
had like a bowl of cereal with milk in, whatever, and usually throw a little banana on top.
Sure.
Even as a kid, I used to throw some blueberries on top of that.
Good stuff.
And that's about it. I don't want to cut up stuff. I mean, banana's hard enough to cut up.
Did you sprinkle sugar on there too a little bit in that Raisin Bran?
A
little extra kick. You better believe a little extra kick in that Raisin Bran. That sugar now.
So, what is the nut of choice if you're trying to be healthy, though? A lot of
almonds are up there.
Right?
Almonds are big.
That'll give me an itchy throat sometimes.
I mean, hey, you had a lot of problems, huh? Like, that's great.
I'm just telling you.
You can't have almonds. You're like a gremlin with all these rules.
I know that's coming down the road.
But you're kind of like a gremlin, where you got to watch with all these rules. Don't feed them after midnight. Don't get them wet.
I had no allergies until I was like 18 years old.
Okay.
And then I went and got tested a few years. I mean, I've allergies ever since. I thought it was just like that hay fever allergy you get or something.
Yeah.
At a certain time of year. Now it's everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you give me that test, I'm allergic to everything.
Yep.
Crazy.
So here's a list of the healthiest nuts to eat. Almonds, Brazil nuts, cashews, walnuts, hazelnuts. Hazelnuts?
Love the hazelnuts. Actually, the hazelnuts are way better than the Brazil nuts.
I've never had Brazil nuts.
Do you know how – I want to tell you one more thing, okay, now that we're on food.
Yeah, I love it.
Anybody that's been to like Starbucks or any other coffee place knows this.
Okay.
See, I was always a little hesitant. I'm just being completely vulnerable here. So I was a little hesitant to tell you if I really like coffee, but I like to have the hazelnut creamer in there or hazelnut syrup in there.
Okay.
All right. I'd rather have hazelnut coffee.
Okay.
I'll go with the vanilla too, but I don't mind regular coffee.
Yeah.
But if I'm ordering it, I'm going to get some hazelnut in there.
Okay.
You know how many people must like that as their favorite?
It's always gone.
If I go to Wawa, that one's always empty. Right? Now, because of the pandemic.
It's the creamer or the coffee? So the hazelnut coffee. Okay. Okay.
And I'll go, I usually go with the creamer. Like, I'll buy the creamer and I get regular coffee.
Sure.
You just put the hazelnut creamer in.
Okay.
But, so just some semblance of the hazelnut. Well, this must be like the most popular coffee on the planet. Did you know that?
I don't drink coffee, so of course I didn't know that.
Every store is out of hazelnut.
Really? Well, maybe there's
there's
a shortage.
There's a shortage.
Huh.
And so I've been to a lot of Starbucks this summer.
Yeah.
Okay. In a lot of different cities. Everyone's out. They're out of hazelnut. Nobody so one of the shortages we have is hazelnut, apparently.
Do we know what?
And I didn't know it was that popular.
Yeah.
That so many people. Because me with Starbucks and coffee, I would go to a Starbucks in the morning, and they would have it. I'd go back in the afternoon.
Gone.
They'd be out of it.
Sold out.
So that's how many people like the hazelnut.
I'm Googling right now. Do you know what area they grow in the United States?
I doubt it's in the United States.
It's not in the U.S.?
That'd be my guess.
Currently, 99% of the U.S. hazelnut crop is produced in the Willamette Valley of Oregon.
Really?
Yeah.
How about that?
The Oregon crop represents 3.5 of the world hazelnut crop.
So are we having a problem with hazelnut because of wildfires, potentially? Oregon, do they have wildfires? Or is it just California?
It's Pacific North. It might be a little bit in Oregon. But I'm saying we should probably go to Oregon and start talking. I mean, I got some friends that live there.
Go to the Oregon Trail.
Do you want me to put in the call and maybe see if we can get some black market hazelnut for you?
That'd be great.
Just do some black market over the border? Okay, I'll see what I can do for you, Brent.
I'm easy. I go regular or vanilla.
Brent's next Christmas gift, you're gonna get 2 pounds of hazelnuts. Do with them with what you want. Yeah, make your own coffee.
Yeah, I really don't want to do that. It sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Remember when we were talking about Memphis for golf, and now we're here?
Yeah. Well, you said we could extend the show, so here we are.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Are we supposed to take a break?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know.
Unbelievable, guys.
Yeah, let's do that.
Unbelievable.
You want to take a break?
This is probably the last one, so yeah.
All right, we'll do it. We'll take a break, but we're going to come back for football at 5 for at least a little bit. So the bottom line is the shrimp game is delayed. So
yeah,
you'll
the
hear
shrimp
it on
game
ESPN
is delayed.
690.
You're not going to hear the pregame start till about 5:20. First pitch for the first game right now set for 5:35.
That's good. We can talk a little bit more football, less about food and allergies.
At some point, we're doing golf picks.
And we'll do a little golf picks when we come back.
I like it.
And Austin will practice saying peanuts. All commercial break.
I'll try.
In 690 minutes.
As vacations come to a close, schools are about to reopen, crime is on the rise, and homeowners are worried for their family's safety and personal property. Do I need cameras? Do I need a security system? These may be questions you're asking yourself. That's why SafeTouch's licensed professionals are going to guide you through the whole process. Imagine never leaving your family home alone again. The SafeTouch two-way communicator is the push of a button away. Anything from a bruised elbow to a stranger at your door. Maybe it's your car sitting out all night that worries you. The SafeTouch camera provides notifications before your car's even touched, and video with 24/7 recording. For everything that's important to you, SafeTouch has you covered. Their verified response guarantees the fastest possible emergency response in the industry. SafeTouch consultants are registered fire and burglar agents with the state. You can have 100% confidence in the design and installation of your SafeTouch system. Get your free consultation today and see the SafeTouch difference. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. Florida license number EF 0000233 and LVA 004. 4188.
Personal injury law firm Fair & Fair is now accepting applications for its second annual Empowering Greatness Scholarship Program. Fair & Fair will award 5 rising high school seniors across Florida a 2-year college plan. The plan prepays tuition, registration fees, and 60 credit hours at any of the 28 Florida colleges. To be eligible, students must attend a public or charter school. Visit fairandfair.com/scholarship.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Austin. If it wasn't for football, I may have never made it through college. Whether it was classes going to that didn't really apply to what I wanted to do, whether it was taking unnecessary tests, the standard 4-year university, it's just not for everybody. If you're looking for a school that offers the kind of hands-on essential career training that can move you and your future in the right direction, you need to call my friends at J-Tech right now. Their only job is to give you the necessary skills and tools to make you an essential employee in whatever field you choose. Fields like automotive, diesel, HVAC, marine and RV, and transportation. And keep in mind, up to 84% of their graduates are employed in their field of choice right after graduation. J-Tech is now enrolling new students for their up-and-coming fall term that starts September 27th. To learn more about J-Tech, visit jtech.org, or better yet, give them a call at 904-483-9460. Ask for Hank to set up an appointment to tour the campus or get your questions answered. Once again, that's 904-483-9460, or visit jtech.org.
ESPN 690 is home for the Florida Sportsman Fishing Show, hosted by Captain Rick Riles. Tune in every Saturday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. to find out what's biting now. Fishing so fresh, you can almost smell it.
Hey everybody, it's Brent Martineau from Action Sports Jax. There's a good chance you have a smart speaker, so use it with ESPN 690. Stay up to date on the Jags and all things sports by telling Alexa or Google to play ESPN 690. It's as easy as that. Make sure you listen weekdays 3 until 6 p.m. on ESPN 690. No matter what you are driving, you can step up to luxury now at any of the Fields Auto Group dealerships in Jacksonville. Cadillac, Jaguar, Land Rover, Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, and Porsche. Yes, it's luxury for less at all Fields Auto Group locations in Jacksonville. Plus, you'll also be part of their exclusive Fields Amenities program, where you will get complimentary loaners, car washes, and cafes. So whatever you're driving, see Fields first and step up to luxury for less during this amazing opportunity. Visit fieldsauto.com.
Do you even
even remember the last time you changed your spark plugs? Well, then now's a good time. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and get a $15 gift card after mail-in rebate when you purchase 4 or more select Iridium spark plugs. Put the pep back in your car. Visit your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store or shop O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The Dave single from Wendy's made with fresh, never frozen beef has the power to blow your mind. But now that the Dave single is buy one, get one for $1, as well as the spicy or classic chicken sandwich and the spicy or crispy 10-piece nuggets, Wendy's BOGO for $1 deal is gonna blow your mind and your speakers. Get these faves, BOGO $1 only at Wendy's.
Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Valid for item of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with combo or any other offer.
Great values are happening now during Lowe's Summer Savings. Save on select appliance special values. Plus, save an additional $50 when you buy 2 or more appliances, each priced $396 or more. You'll also find new lower prices on ceiling fans, landscape lighting, and more. So shop Lowe's today. Must ask cashier to apply discount in store. Online must use promo code. Can't be combined with any other discounts. See Lowe's.com for exclusions and terms. Valid 7/15 through 8/4. U.S. only.
Want to hear something amazing? Discover matches all the cash back you earn on your credit card at the end of your first year, automatically, dollar for dollar, with no limit on how much you can earn. Extra cash? Come on, how amazing is that? In fact, it's even more amazing when you realize all the places where Discover is accepted. 99% of places in the U.S. that take credit cards. So when it comes to Discover, get used to hearing yes more often. Learn more at discover.com/yes. 2021 Nielsen Report. Limitations apply.
Temperatures keep climbing and hotter weather means your body needs more water. Stay hydrated. CGC Water Treatment wants to make sure the water you and your family drink is cleaner, healthier, and tastes great. It starts with the Connecticut system, proudly made in America and installed by the pros CGC Water. Not sure about your water? Call CGC. They'll analyze your water for free. I haven't had to worry about my water since I got mine installed because Connecticut systems remove up to 99% of the contaminants. If you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Connecticut makes the world's most efficient softeners, non-electric, twin tanks that use less salt and water during regeneration. Save up to $500 on select softener and RO systems this month. Financing available with approved credit. Call CGC Water at 904-552-1242. Call and ask about Conway Club, the new service program that will save you money on salt, filters, delivery, parts, and labor. Tell them Brent sent you and find out all the details and all the great ways you can save. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com, your local independent Connecticut dealer.
For survivors of domestic violence in Duval and Baker counties, Hubbard House provides free, confidential emergency shelter and services. Call our 24-hour hotline at 904-354-3114.
Where else can you get luncheon, brunchin', boozin' specials? Only one place, at Culhane's Irish Pub at Atlantic Beach and on the south side. It's as Irish as you can get, owned by 4 Irish sisters. And they've got fish and chips, of course, shepherd's pie. Go today for lunch or dinner. Eat in, order out. Culhane'sIrishPub.com for the full menu. And try the new 5 Sisters vodka at happy hour. Luncheon, brunchin', boozin' specials, and so much more. 2 locations, Atlantic Beach and the south side. Culhane's Irish Pub, Irish sass with 5-star class.
Hey everybody, this is Brent Martineau from Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. Hope you catch the show Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. But if you can't catch it, or if you want to go back and listen again, check out the Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690 podcast. Just search ESPN 690 in your podcast app.
For survivors of domestic violence in Duval and Baker counties, Hubbard House provides free, confidential emergency shelter and services. Call our 24-hour hotline at 904-354-3114.
All right, welcome back. Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. We thought we'd be off by now, but the Jumbo Shrimp have a doubleheader. Slid a little bit because of the weather. So probably be with you until about 10 past 5 or so. Brett Martineau, Austin Lane, Casey. Hope you're having a good day. Jaguars, winners and losers day. Had an energetic practice, to say the least. Another session. Today's Wednesday. So tomorrow's off. And then Friday, They'll be back out there. That one open to the public if you register, Jaguars.com. Saturday as well, and then the scrimmage on Sunday. Get out there, see the Jags play. Last time for free, you'll be able to see the Jags play before the preseason, the regular season. Trevor Lawrence in the stadium for the first time. Say you were there. That is Sunday morning, but you got to register on Jaguars.com. All right, golf picks. I killed everybody last week. Absolutely crushed everybody. Are you trying to make a little comeback, Casey?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's the plan, not to lose.
Set the table, if you will.
So here's a situation, Austin. I know you're deep into who you should pick. You're looking for ball strikers here, iron players, guys that are good off the tee.
Go on.
Putting, not that important, so I know that's gonna weigh in. Major event, not a major championship, but a big event, a World Golf Championship in Memphis, the WGC St. Jude, FedEx St. Jude. And the obvious winner here is going to be Daniel Berger. He's been really good here. He's been good this year.
He has been good this year.
He's won this event twice. The other time he finished second.
Wow.
So I hedge my bets with Florida State grad Daniel Berger.
That's a guy that does some homework. Here's who I'm going to take. I'll give you a little more time to check out everybody's mugshot.
Well, I'm trying to find the mugshots. It's hard.
Here you go. You want it?
Yeah, you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to need it eventually.
You know,
what do you want? Okay, I got you.
Get ready for Cameron Champ to go on a little bit of a run. What happens in golf is guys, they get hot for a little bit. Obviously, there was the Olympics, so he couldn't. But he won recently. Cameron Champ did.
Correct.
And I say he gets his biggest win of his life.
Wow.
In back-to-back, more or less.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, it's not really back-to-back, though. So, I mean, it is, but it isn't.
Austin?
Casey's not. So, are we picking just a winner? We're not
just
picking
a winner.
Just a winner.
No sleepers because
we're not going to pick gold, silver, and whatever again.
I know. We should just go gold, silver, bronze from here on out.
All right. Well, okay. I got to see your phone quick. All right. It's in Memphis, right?
Yes.
Right? Okay. Who eats a lot of barbecue out of these guys? Dude, all day. Cameron Smith. It's going to bring it.
Resident.
Jack's Beach.
Oh, that's right. I don't want to jinx him then because I feel like my picks always do
Cameron
bad.
Smith's a good pick, by the way.
Cameron Smith,
good player,
is going to be the winner of your champion.
You can really pick anybody in this field. The field's good.
WBC? WGC?
WGC.
That's the boxing championship, WBC. Cameron Smith, everybody lock it in right now. College tuition's on the line. Do it.
Cameron Smith against Mike Tyson.
More golf picks. Fantasy from the Fairway on YouTube. That's my show. Shameless plug.
I love it. He's not afraid to get the plugs in.
Check out Cameron Smith versus Jake Ball for the WBC title coming up too. This fall.
5. Short edition next on ESPN 690.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. ESPN 690. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, a Cox Media Group station.
That would put him on the earliest part of the 5 to 12-week timetable given to him after foot surgery. Same timeline goes for quarterback Carson Wentz. The status of Nelson is actually a bigger concern for Indy than the injury-prone Wentz, believes ESPN's Mike Tannenbaum.
You could make an argument that he is the best player at his position in the NFL. He is a dominant difference maker, and that's really hard to say for a guard. But when you watch him play, he is a dominant player. And look, Carson Wentz, there's so many unknowns about what he's going to be.
Mike Tannenbaum on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin. NBA, ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski reports Kemba Walker agreed to a buyout with the Thunder. He'll join the Knicks after he clears waivers.
What? Just 15 seconds to talk about Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea? That smooth taste of real brewed iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol? What? We started already? Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for it in the bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios. This is Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690 with Brent Martineau and Austin Lane.
Yeah, DJ is a whole different human being. I love seeing it, and the energy it brings even more energy. He already had the energy, now he got even more. So I love it. He's doing those little things the right way, and he's taking advantage of those, being stronger and faster. He was already fast, but being stronger and faster and things like that.
That is Laviska Shenault, Jaguars wide receiver. A lot to like in that receiving core of the Jacksonville Jaguars. It really is. I mean, could we talk about this receiving core being the most productive trio in Jaguars history? Of course, there's Thunder and Lightning, and so you had the duo. And that will be tough to top, but could it be that good? Is that setting the expectation too high? Could that happen? It's just say DJ has a good year. He signs. He's back. Laviska's back. Marvin's here because they signed him to deals. Maybe it's next year that happens with a more mature and developed Trevor Lawrence. But could you start looking at a run here with these receivers, start to look back at the record books? And we've had a glimpse of that now. Allen Robinson, Allen Hurns had nice years. Marquise Lee was supposed to probably even do more than he did. So there's been conversation like that. Allen Robinson finally broke the string of no 1,000-yard receivers. I think it had almost been a decade. I think it was 9 years. Jimmy Smith, like in 2005, and then I think it was 14 when Allen did that. So maybe we're talking about that kind of receiving core. Maybe one of the best in franchise history when you look at it in totality.
Speaking of the receiving core, and this is a question that we haven't really asked ourselves, but I think it's a legitimate question. I think it's up for debate a little bit. When the season's all said and done, and we're sitting here in January, February, whatever the case may be, is the Jaguars' offense going to be ranked higher or the defense going to be ranked higher?
I don't think there's any question about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And?
I think this team's identity is their offense.
Okay.
And therefore their reliability is their offense. You can't have you can start and guess about what their identity is, but at the end of the year, your identity can't be your offense if you're 24th in the league.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, if your defense was 28th and you're 20, I guess it could be. But let's just be honest, the Jags special teams was probably their identity last year.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure.
I mean, that was their no, not really. They had 6 kickers. Forget it. Nothing was their identity last year.
Yeah. But at the same time, Brent, let's be honest. Well, I guess now it's different, but the Tennessee Titans, would you consider them more of an offensive-oriented team or defensive-oriented team?
I think their identity is running the football and offense.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Now, what will surprise you is their passing game was way better than you would think. Like, I don't know where they ranked in the passing game. I know they had like a top 5 offense.
They were 3rd overall.
Do you know where their passing alone was last year?
I can check that out real quick.
Higher than most people think because we equate Tennessee with Derrick Henry, pound the football, run the ball, which we should.
Yeah. Passing was – why am I not seeing it here? Passing was – they're middle of the pack.
Okay, well, that kind of does make sense. I mean, they ran for over 2,000 yards. So.
If you to put it in perspective, the Jaguars had a higher passing offense last year than the Tennessee Titans did.
Really?
They had more passing yards.
Now, that surprises me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised.
So did the Bears. Yeah, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So they would have finished 22nd last year in team passing. The Tennessee Titans.
That surprises me.
Because Ryan Tannehill was a top 5 quarterback, it seemed like.
Yeah, boy, they must have really. I mean, obviously, you run the ball that much, you're going to run the ball more. And there's a lot of teams that just don't have the balance of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that probably shoves you like 10 spots down automatically. But I think they were the highest or second highest at one point scoring offense in the league.
Points. I mean, you really put me on the spot here. The Titans finished. Oh yeah, they're number 4 in total points.
So they were. And I think at one time they were tops in the league at some point in the season, and not like after game 2.
It was Green Bay, Buffalo, Tampa Bay, Tennessee.
Wow, Buffalo. Wow.
Yeah.
So
Stephon Diggs,
anyway,
man.
I think you ask a good question, and I just think this. I'll go back to what I said, what I have been saying, what I've said for months and months. I told somebody this out at camp again today who was at their first practice. And I said, listen, I believe Trevor Lawrence is walking into a pretty good situation on offense.
Mm-hmm.
I think this guy is pretty good. I think he's obviously going to have some rookie struggles. They're not going to be unbelievable like Kansas City offense and unstoppable. I'm not predicting that. I think this offense has the ability to be pretty good offense and definitely their identity. I think you're going to rely on it. You're like, get me the ball. I think that's, for the first time since I've been here, I think you're going to say, get me the ball. And by the way, that's 2008 for folks that don't know. I mean, it's a long time. In an offensive league, the Jags have not had that, where you said, give the offense the ball. I want the ball. I want the ball. I want the ball. We're going to go score. And I think this offense, I don't know if it will be like every time we touch the ball, we think we're going to score. Of course, that's a mentality you should have.
Yes, sir.
But I don't know if that's the mentality the fans will feel like. But I do feel like the fans are going to feel, hey, we can go win a shootout. The fans are like, hey, we can score 28. We can score in the 30s. It started to look like that last year a little bit in the first 2 games. Remember, Jags went over 30 twice. Like, okay, here we go. Yeah. Modern day offense. This is what it's about. And then crash and burn. Yeah. I say that in part, I think the defense is going to be much better. I just don't know how anybody can sit here and predict that their defense is going to be good. First of all, much better is easy. They stunk on defense. Good, that's a little harder. And there are just too many unknowns. Even some of their free agent acquisitions, like a Roy Robertson Harris, what kind of difference is he going to make? What's this new scheme going to look like? There's just a ton of questions to be answered. And yes, I think they have revamped it. Yes, I think they're going to be a lot better. I think they'll keep their team in the games. I just don't think this defense will be the identity where you're going to be like, okay, go shut down the Kansas City Chiefs and keep them under 20. I don't think this defense is capable of that.
No, this is true. But at the end of the day, it also comes down to playing complementary football. And if your offense isn't going 3 and out time and time again, and you give your defense a little more of a breather, well, then it can correlate to your defense having success as well.
Yeah, the good news in all of my comparisons here is you don't play Kansas City this year. So you don't have to shut them down.
That's a good point as well, yes.
But played Tennessee twice. That was a top 5 offense scoring-wise. You played the Bills. That was a top 5 offense scoring-wise. So, essentially what you're asking me is, when they play the Bills and when they play the Titans, do you think you're going to win that game? If you have a chance to win, is it going to be 17-13? Or is it because it's 28-24 or 30-27? And I think it's because it's 30-27. I think it's because you outscored them. I think you did enough on defense. You made a play or two to help win. But you certainly didn't keep the Bills' offense to 10 points. I don't know how we can say that about this defense. No disrespect. We just don't know what it's going to look like on the field on Sundays. I think I have a much better idea of what this offense could look like each and every Sunday. I saw what James Robinson did. I've seen DJ Chark do it before. I saw Laviska Shenault score 5 touchdowns, 600 yards last year. I've seen this offensive line be able to run block. I don't know if they can hold them up right now at times. That's a question mark. But then you add Marvin Jones, you add ETN, you add a quarterback that really get the ball to those guys. I think it's like a safe bet in my estimation to say the offense will be better.
No, without a doubt. And I see where you're coming from. But when you talk about, getting in track meets against, like, if you play the Kansas City Chiefs or when you play the Buffalo Bills, I mean, I get it. We're excited about the offense right now, but do you think they have the capabilities to keep up with teams like that? Or do you need an epic showing from their defense with turnovers and whatever the case may be to maybe keep it a lower scoring game? Maybe a lot more James Robinson pounding the rock, slowing the clock down a little bit. Because let's be honest, I mean, usually 9 times out of 10, if you want to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, you can't have Patrick Mahomes have the ball in his hand a lot. So you slow the game down.
Yeah, it's always the question.
Can happen.
It's a great topic. It's a $1 million question of anyone. Would you rather be up 3 in this day's NFL and with 90 seconds to go and 2 timeouts for the other, and you're playing defense? Or would you rather be down 3? Well, let's just put 2 points because a field goal could win it. So would you rather be up 2 points, defense on the field, 90 seconds to go with 2 timeouts for the other team? Or would you rather be down 2 with the ball in that same situation?
Yeah.
I think there's been many a times around here that you wouldn't even think twice about it because you're like, I don't know. I don't have confidence our team can get up and down the field, get in field goal. I like my field goal kicker, but can we get there?
Sure.
Right? That's what we've said around here. I think it's now like a no-brainer. I think especially given today's day and age, I think that's hard for any team, any defense, even if you're good, to stop a team to give up a field goal in the final 2 minutes. I think that's a tall task for a good defense.
Yeah.
But I think I would sign up unequivocally with this football team to say, give me the ball down a couple, 90 seconds left, 2 timeouts. I want the ball in Trevor Lawrence's hands, and I feel better about winning that football game. And that's a weird thing to say because wouldn't most people say I'd rather have the lead and see if I can hold them off?
Of course. Yeah, put it in your hands of your defense. But let's be honest, I mean, it's a higher scoring league.
Yeah, the NFL
penalties
is weird
happen,
like that.
all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably lean towards your side of picking the offense to close the game out for sure.
And I don't even know the numbers. It just feels like oftentimes 2-minute drill, 2 timeouts, there's just plenty of time.
Yeah.
That team's coming down and kicking the field goal. Really, your fingers are crossed on the field goal part. I mean, the guy going to make a 48-yarder or not.
Yeah.
But almost every time it feels like they get in field goal range.
For sure.
And at least have a chance. That's just the way the NFL is built right now.
Well, see, but that's also the Kyler Murray effect, and you have to get over Kyler Murray because he was last year's news. Remember? Because when Kyler Murray had the ball with 1 minute to go, and you got DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, yeah, good things are going to happen. It's over, Brent. And I know you're going to draft him in the first round this year just to spite me, and that's fine. But good luck with that.
I don't. My problem with the Kyler Murray stuff is
here we go.
I don't know if we'll ever come up with a better name than the Hail Murray. What can we come up with for Trevor if he were to pull off some magic like that?
Ooh.
I don't think there's a nice play. I mean, but maybe 50 times in a year we can say Trevor touchdown. Touchdown Trevor.
You know what's going to – and I can see this happening. I don't want to speak this into existence, but you know what I see the national headlines saying? Sunshine shines in Jacksonville, or sunshine, something, and they're going to do the whole hair thing. Me neither. It cheapens it. I don't want another. We don't need sunshine.
Yeah, you just said it. You almost just said it. We don't need another sunshine.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Because Gabbard had that moniker.
We had that. I know, but I feel like that's like the low hanging fruit is to call him sunshine.
Nah, you can't do that.
Okay.
The Hail Murray is pretty good though.
It's great.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But it's kind of funny because Hopkins gets no love out of that because Hopkins really made that play.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he
trust me, I told you for a week later that he's the one that made
it was a good throw. Remember that it was a good throw out of the pocket against the grain.
It was a good throw. It was against the grain.
Yeah.
Going left. The guy could chuck it. He should play baseball.
Well, I'm done with him now, so go ahead, man.
All right, a quick thought, actually. Will Kyler Murray ever play baseball?
Ooh.
Because he hasn't given it up. He said what I'm curious about is Kyler Murray, and maybe there are some stories out there and I just haven't seen them. Does he take BP in the offseason? Does he stay up on his baseball game?
I don't know.
Or is he working on? Does he get away from football? Is he working on the craft of football?
I assume
by the way,
focused
plenty
on
of hours in
football.
the day, man. You can go take BP in the morning, take some ground balls, and then go work on your craft of football the rest of the day.
He got banged up a little bit last year. So I think probably recovering from that was a big deal. I don't think he's focusing on baseball in the offseason.
Well,
I might be wrong.
Focus is a strong thing. I'm just kind of wonder if casually trying to stay in shape he doesn't want to be like what Tebow did, right? Tebow hadn't played in 10 years and then tried baseball. That's a hard task.
Yeah.
If sometime in the next 3 years, Kyler Murray wants to play baseball, well, then he's probably should pick up a bat here and there.
Sure. Do you think he wants? I mean, I don't know what he wants though, Brent. Maybe he wants to do that.
I think he said it. I think he said this.
Okay.
That he hasn't given up on
corrected.
I don't know his exact quote.
Yeah.
But I remember him saying hasn't given up on the idea of playing baseball.
But here's the thing, though. If you're Kyler Murray, when you make that decision, if you win a Super Bowl, then do you go to the MLB? What? I guess, when do you walk away?
Yeah, you got to do it when you're comfortable.
Yeah.
You got to do when you're comfortable and I know how to be a pro. I know how to take care of my body. I can handle both things.
Because you know what your legacy is going to be. You're not going to win a Super Bowl. You're going to get bounced out of the playoffs or whatever the case may be. And people will be like, oh, this guy quit. He's going to Major League Baseball now. And that'll be your legacy. Not saying that's right, but that's how it's going to be.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, or he might do it next year after they finish in the basement of the NFC West, as I predict.
Yeah, as you predicted. I think we have a bet on that.
We do.
Over 500.
Yes.
For me.
Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp doubleheader has been delayed. They are home tonight. They're at 121 Financial Ballpark, Bragan Field, the baseball grounds, the complex with many a name. And Matt Present joins us right now on ESPN 690. He'll have some of the call of the game, but it's delayed. What's the weather look like over there, Matt?
Yeah, Brent, you were just talking about sunshine in Jacksonville. There's not much of that here at 121 Financial Ballpark. The tarp has just gone on the field, so the start of today's doubleheader has been postponed, but we are looking forward to playing two at some point tonight. Jacksonville hosting Norfolk for Game 2 of what's now a 7-game series with this doubleheader. Jordan Holloway will make the start for the Jumbo Shrimp in Game 1 against Kevin Smith when it does get underway. Again, the tarp just going on the field, so no official start time yet, but we'll chime in and keep you posted as we wait it out. The Jumbo Shrimp, they've been red hot as of late, so they do want to get this ball game in and keep the momentum rolling. They've won 10 of their last 12 games, including 6 last at-bat wins, doing so again last night. They were trailing 3-2 after the 5th inning. Got the game tied in the 7th on a Lewin Diaz RBI single, and then scored 3 runs in the 8th inning, helped by a 2-run home run off the bat of Joe Dunand, who's been really hot at the plate the last week or so since getting back in stride. Spent a lot of the first half of the season on the injured list, went down in the very first week of play, so he's back into the lineup and contributing. The Jumbo Shrimp getting a ton of production up and down the order despite the roster fluctuation as of late. And again, it's Jordan Holloway against Kevin Smith in game 1 of our doubleheader tonight. It'll be left-hander Brandon Liebrandt for the Jumbo Shrimp in game 2 against Norfolk righty Claudio Custodio. Again, don't have a start time as of yet, but we'll keep you posted on that. And for now, Brent and Austin, we'll send it back to you for more conversation on red pistachios, perhaps, or which quarterback is going to suit up in a baseball uniform. Hey, you guys were talking about Kyler Murray. I don't know if he's picked up a bat recently, but I know Russell Wilson, when he was under contract with the Rangers, he would go to spring training and with the Yankees as well.
That's true. No doubt about it. Russell Wilson, fantastic two-sport athlete as well. Matt Present joined us with Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. Hey, I want to ask you something about Liebrandt really quick. There is that relationship, right? Charlie and somewhere along the way?
Yes, he's the son of Charlie, who pitched 14 seasons in the big leagues with the Royals, Reds, Braves, and Rangers. So, yeah, you got that right.
Yeah, so 10 out of 12 for the Jumbo Shrimp. They are on fire. We got to get that tarp off the field soon enough. Hopefully a doubleheader, 2 7-inning games tonight. Get the fans on down to the ballpark, and you can listen right here on ESPN 690. Matt, appreciate it, man. Good luck with the call tonight.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
All right, it's Matt Present from the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, and jumping on a little Kyler Murray talk. Obviously, they were listening earlier, red pistachios.
I like it.
Thing.
I
think he had heard it.
Yeah.
About it.
I'm sure. Did anybody get back to you about have they heard of red pistachios?
That's a good question.
Crickets, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Crickets.
Probably.
On Brent Martineau's Twitter. Crickets. Or do you got anything?
I don't think I got anything.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
I'll have like some bot hit me back or something.
The red pistachio bot.
Red pistachio bot.
I'm sure he's out there. He's going to find you eventually.
By the way, good to hear the Jumbo Shrimp are doing well. Love our partnership with the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp and listen to every game or most of the games right here on ESPN 690. And again, I know there's a little rain tonight in the area, but find a day, get out to the ballpark. They got a long homestand here over the next couple of weeks. They have done a fantastic job once again this year, having a heck of a year. Some crazy crowds that have come out to the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. You know, we were talking about Kyler Murray and baseball. It reminded me to bring up this topic. Phillip Rivers. He's coaching football.
Yeah.
He did not shut the door on coming back and playing.
Sure didn't.
But he didn't do it like now. Like that wasn't, hey, Indy, give me a call. I'll come help you out for the first 5 or 6 games. It was more like, yeah, if you want to call me in November after the high school season's done, I can come in for a playoff run if you want.
Sure, yeah.
Could that happen? Would that happen? Will that happen? Phillip Rivers, is he really done? Or could he join a team if the situation is right? We'll talk about it next. Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690. Football at 5 continues.
Now, the First Alert Forecast on ESPN 690.
A 5 on the weather meter with scattered showers, a couple of thunderstorms into early this evening, mostly cloudy overnight tonight with some areas of fog. We fall into the 70s. Tomorrow will be partly to mostly cloudy, more on and off rain, and a few thunderstorms with some heavy downpours. Highs tomorrow in the mid-80s, and on Friday, partly cloudy. Afternoon showers and thunderstorms with highs between 85 and 90 degrees. From the First Alert Weather Center, I'm Action News Jax Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish.
As vacations come to a close, schools are about to reopen, crime is on the rise, and homeowners are worried for their family's safety and personal property. Do I need cameras? Do I need a security system? These may be questions you're asking yourself. That's why Safe Touch's licensed professionals are going to guide you through the whole process. Imagine never leaving your family home alone again. The Safe Touch two-way communicator is the push of a button away. Anything from a bruised elbow to a stranger at your door. Maybe it's your car sitting out all night that worries you. The Safe Touch camera provides notifications before your car's even touched and video with 24/7 recording. For everything that's important to you, Safe Touch has you covered. Their verified response guarantees the fastest possible emergency response in the industry. Safe Touch consultants are registered fire and burglar dealer agents with the state. You can have 100% confidence in the design and installation of your SafeTouch system. Get your free consultation today and see the SafeTouch difference. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. Florida license number EF 0000233 and LVA 004188.
We are into that travel, baseball, and softball season now for the kids, and with that, we need a reliable car, and we need folks that are tremendous at customer service just in case we need their help. Well, the place to go is Fields Auto Group. That's what we did. My wife loves leasing her Cadillac XT6 from Fields Cadillac, part of the Fields Auto Group. It's safe. We can trust Fields Auto Group, and hey, it's luxury for less while you're on the road. Fields Cadillac Jacksonville and St. Augustine are part of the Fields Auto Group family. There's also Jaguar, Land Rover, Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, and Porsche. It's luxury for less at all Fields Auto Group locations in Jacksonville. Plus, you'll also be part of their exclusive Fields Amenities program, where you get complimentary loaners, car washes, and cafes. We've tried the loaner program, gone in for routine service, and every experience with Fields Auto Group has been first class. Whatever you're driving, see Fields and step up to luxury for less. Check out their locations around Jacksonville. Just visit fieldsauto.com.
Great values are happening now during Lowe's Summer Savings. Save on select appliance special values. Plus, save an additional $50 when you buy 2 or more appliances, each priced $396 or more. You'll also find new lower prices on ceiling fans, landscape lighting, and more. So shop Lowe's today. Must ask cashier to apply discount in store. Online must use promo code. Can't be combined with any other discounts. See Lowe's.com for exclusions and terms. Valid 7/15 through 8/4. U.S. only.
Is your home not feeling very new anymore? Sick of that pink bathroom tile, popcorn ceilings, a stove older than you are? Whether it's repairs or reno, finance it smart with a Honeydew HELOC from 1-to-1 Financial, Jacksonville's hometown credit union, where you can borrow up to 90% of your home's appraised value. You've got good taste, but your block counters ain't cheap. So get to work and open a Honeydew HELOC with 1-to-1 Financial. When you do, we'll send you a free handyman tool set to get started. Apply online at 121fcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Temperatures keep climbing, and hotter weather means your body needs more water. Stay hydrated. CGC Water Treatment wants to make sure the water you and your family drink is cleaner, healthier, and tastes great. It starts with the Connecticut system, proudly made in America and installed by the pros CGC Water. Not sure about your water? Call CGC. They'll analyze your water for free. I haven't had to worry about my water since I got mine installed because Connecticut systems remove up to 99% of the contaminants. If you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Connecticut makes the world's most efficient softeners, non-electric, twin tanks that use less salt and water during regeneration. Save up to $500 on select softener and RO systems this month. Financing available with approved credit. Call CGC Water at 904-552-1242. Call and ask about Conway Club, the new service program that will save you money on salt, filters, delivery, parts, and labor. Tell them Brent sent you and find out all the details and all the great ways you can save. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com, your local independent Connecticut dealer.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Austin. Choosing a new career path, it can be a big commitment. It can take time, energy, and yes, of course, money. And if you're looking to turn your career path around right now, you need to take a serious look with my friends at J-Tech. When you go to J-Tech, they have one goal in mind, and that's giving you the skills and tools needed to succeed in the field of your choice. That's why up to 84% of their graduates are employed in a field of their study right after graduation. And you're never going to be overcrowded, as their classrooms average on a 16-to-1 student-teacher ratio. Take part in the training of a whole new generation of automotive, diesel, HVAC, marine and RV, and transportation industry professionals. But you gotta hurry because they're enrolling students right now for their up-and-coming fall term. To learn more about J-Tech, visit jtech.org, or better yet, give them a call at 904-483-9460. Ask for Hank to set up an appointment to tour the campus or get your questions answered. Once again, that's 904-483-9460, or visit jtech.org.
ESPN 690 is home for the Florida Sportsman Fishing Show, hosted by Captain Rick Riles. Tune in every Saturday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. to find out what's biting now. Fishing so fresh, you can almost smell it.
Yesterday was so-so. Today was really good. It's hard, man. This is we turned up the heat. This still isn't Gainesville heat yet. But it's hot and it's thick, and I admire guys go do it. They were, especially the big guys, man. You just appreciate those big cats throwing 330-pound bodies around.
That is Urban Meyer talking about Pads being on and another practice out there today. Again, Friday, Saturday open. If you register, Jaguars.com. And then Sunday, go register. There's seats available, of course, in that big stadium. I think it's kind of cool, really, see Trevor in the stadium for the first time, see this rookie class, see what this team looks like, see Urban Meyer, everything. I don't know if he'll address the crowd or anything, but maybe he's been addressing crowds. So
it's been pretty cool. I mean, you must drop an AEW promo and just get everybody into it. You know what I'm saying?
I really do like that Urban appreciates that stuff. Like, he knows that. He's knowledgeable about it. It shouldn't come as a surprise. I tell people that because, I mean, what he did at Florida, what he did at Ohio State, I mean, he kind of helped pave the way. I don't know if he was the first one, but he helped pave the way for the ESPNs of the world to come on campus, mic you up, take you inside the program. And sure, you can kind of monitor and, I don't know about control, but certainly monitor the message coming out of there when people do that. And they're excited because they got a good access and good TV. But what it really does is put your brand out there for the recruits. I mean, that's why Alabama does it now, all right? And Florida has done it, and Ohio State does it. It's good for the brand. And I think he really understands that part. And you've heard him mention brand when it comes to the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I think it's cool that Urban's in tune with that. And in Jacksonville, that's a good thing. NFL people, I don't really know if they care about that. They're like the Shield, right? It's a monster anyway. You know, our ratings are huge, all this stuff. Urban's attacking it a little bit differently, and I like it. Stuart Weber is popping in here on his way out of the country again tomorrow.
Me out, though, with the flights.
We're looking into flights to travel.
Yep.
Okay? And Stuart is playing travel agent, which I appreciate.
I enjoy it.
And so he comes up here in the break, and he's like, hey, have you ever heard of such and such airline? I'm not going to say it, just in case. But
possible future sponsor. You never know.
And to be honest with you,
I thought they can afford us, but
never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I haven't either. But they have a cheap flight to New Orleans, and it's the only direct flight.
That's the key.
And Austin's like, should it be that cheap?
Yeah.
And does it really matter if it's direct if you've never heard of the airline flying you there?
So, okay, to set the record real quick, you told us the price. You said the price.
$85.
$85.
$85.
That's very
one way.
It's very economical.
Very economical.
Or you can say cheap. You know, whatever you want to do.
It's a deal.
It's a deal. But sometimes you get what you pay for.
Yes.
Did you do your research with this airline?
I've done a little bit of it. Yeah.
Okay, and
they've flown before.
They
they have the ability to take off.
They have flown.
What is their motto? Like what's their tagline? See, you gotta know this stuff.
Well, you can't. You
guys
in case I don't want to talk bad about the airline that we never even tried.
Okay, that's a good point.
I don't know
have
the motto.
been on said airline. I don't know
You
if
have?
Stuart can hear
And?
me. Yeah.
You made it. You're here.
And?
I'm here. I mean, here I am.
Did they have seatbelts?
I mean, yes.
Okay, cool.
Stuart, you
Good.
will be, if this is for Stuart, you will be okay because me and Stuart have a bit of a size difference. It's not really big people friendly.
Sure. Oh, yeah, I'm sure they're just packing like sardines in there.
I'm not going to call Stuart a little guy, but it is little guy
No,
friendly.
I have no problem on any airline with the size of the seats.
Must be nice.
It is, and I feel for you. I know it's probably rough for you.
I mean, I mean, I don't really complain about it because at the end of the day, I'm still in the air flying at a very high speed, and it beats the heck out of driving. So it's like, I mean, I'm just thankful to be there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if I have to sit in the middle between two bigger people, then I'm probably going to say something.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, anybody, even people my size.
You're going to say something in the middle.
If you're in the middle, it's not a fun journey. It's
not ideal.
Found that out last week, but you know, I generally am able to avoid the middle seats.
Casey, does this airline, do they have like complimentary?
No, sir.
You don't even have to. Yeah, you could just say, do they have complimentary and stop the statement? Stop the statement there.
I got a seat.
Do you get like at least some cookies or some nuts?
No,
or
sir.
Nothing.
Probably not.
No,
Nothing.
sir.
Okay.
But
well, have fun.
I'm alive and well.
A part of it too is I have to differentiate my travel agent self, like when I'm booking stuff for myself versus when the company's going to pay for it. Now I'm always looking for a good deal for our company. I want to be financially solvent as a department.
It's almost like they're listening right now or something.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Well, it's a weird thing
out there right now
because I've done this a lot too. Like when you look up for the company, and they sometimes will rather you. I don't know about rather, but it's like they don't
certain airlines.
blink at like more money for a flight as long as you use like the system that
Sure.
we're in.
Yeah.
Versus if I went outside and just called an airline, like I got a cheaper flight,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's all
Yeah.
right. As they obviously have relationships and partnerships and all that stuff. But so it is kind of a weird thing when you're booking it and not somebody. By the way, in this business, when I was in Providence, this would have been back in 2002, when we had to book stuff, we used to have someone in the middle of the newsroom and she would book all our stuff. It was great.
That's convenient. So,
good.
wait, she was like a travel agent.
Well, I
like
mean,
a
she
book-
did more things in the
Okay.
newsroom, but if we
Okay.
did need to travel, she was booking it for us.
Cool.
Oh, times have changed.
I
The
bet.
worst part about, like, we won't fly with the team. So the worst part is this, that we have to book it. I mean, you're seriously like a travel agent. And then you got to expense it. That's even the other worst part.
So
And
theoretically,
I don't mind doing either of those things. So,
So Stuart might take that off my
that puts me in a good position.
theoretically, because you guys have been doing a lot of traveling, obviously, with the football and everything.
Haven't in a while.
Could you? Yeah, true. Could you book an airline through a certain airline and then maybe take advantage of their Sky Lounge if you keep on using them in terms of points? Like, could you use those points for yourselves and not pass the points on to the corporate bosses?
Yeah.
Well, then what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Well, the points are nice, but Brent will benefit from me being a member of the Priority Pass Club to where I can get us into the Jacksonville Lounge.
Oh, that's the Jacksonville one, though.
No,
I mean, it's nice.
It's the only one we have in Jacksonville.
But I'm saying when the other airports,
that's half the lounges you're at.
Yeah, but when you're taking up from the New Orleans, Atlanta, the other airports, when you're getting ready to take off from there, you don't go. Do you go to those lounges?
It just depends on
Have
which
you ever
ones
been
have
into
them.
one of those
Oh,
lounges?
I've been to the lounges now.
You have?
Yeah. Well, not
I've
me.
never been in one.
So I have a hookup. One of my friends is a priority member of a lot of them. So he got me in there one time.
I got
and
you.
let me believe. Hey,
I got you on the Jacksonville one here coming up.
Really?
Hey,
Yeah.
do you
So
guys
is the
think it's all
Priority
about going
Lounge
to
a real deal?
Brent? Do you think it's all about sitting in the, with the
Yeah.
other people and going to Hudson News and getting a water and a banana?
Essentially.
No, man.
Yeah.
I'll send you a picture
lounge?
from the one I'm in tomorrow before I fly to Cancun.
In Jacksonville?
Orlando tomorrow.
Okay, it's not a bad one.
It's not bad.
Yeah. But
Yeah, the Jacksonville one, by
it's
the
a
way,
real
very
lounge.
underrated. A lot of people don't know about the one in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Because they only built it like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, it's kind of
2 years
It's
ago.
off the beaten path a little bit.
It's good.
So
Like that lounge.
Like, what am I going to get in the lounge? I mean, you guys are like,
I mean, I'm not trying to snitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's for the distinguished. Obviously, you're not part of that group, so I don't want to I don't want to get your hopes up.
I know, but like we're on a business flight, so it's like I can't. We're not drinking.
Sure.
So okay, so if you tell me there's free beverages, well, that's not going to do anything for me.
Okay.
So here's what I like to do.
TVs?
I like to get
Massage
I
chairs?
like to get a couple little snacks. They got Jolly Ranchers. You get a little bag of trail mix.
Mm-hmm.
I like to get a couple of those things for the flight.
You're really selling the sky. They got Jolly Ranchers there.
Hey man, Jolly Ranchers aren't bad now.
Wow. Oh, if people are listening, where do I sign up for this? Jolly Ranchers?
All right, if you're
Are
gonna
they growing on trees?
Hey, this is a new airline.
If you're gonna sit there for a while, you can get some pot stickers. Does that do
that's
anything for you? You get
better,
some
man.
hummus
There's
and
cooks in
snacks.
there.
I'm
There's
saying,
hot
I'm
food.
telling you what I like to bring with me on the plane. You don't bring that stuff with you out of the lounge.
What does it take for membership into the Priority Lounge usually? Because this new airline, if you fly with us, you're in the Priority Lounge.
No, for sure. They're like, you sign up for it. You're really going to buy this airline? Well, then welcome to the Priority Lounge.
You're in.
Which is in the parking lot.
Here's some Jolly
before you park.
Ranchers.
It's in the parking lot. Yeah. I can't believe of all things to sell Jolly Ranchers.
I like to bring some with me.
People are like, where do I sign up for this? I'm like, $200, $300 extra? Let's
Actually,
go.
when's the last time you had a Jolly Rancher?
I don't know.
It's been a long
It's
time.
since I was like
Last
10
time
years
I flew
old.
out of the Jacksonville airport. What do you mean?
Wow.
Anyhow,
You're the guy. You go to the bank and you get like one of the dum-dum lollipops like every time, don't you?
no, I didn't get one today.
You go to the bank. You ever go inside the bank?
Today was the first time I
ones where
walked
the
in.
paper sticks to, the little ones. I remember those.
Today was the first time I walked into a bank in a long time. Probably a couple years.
I just don't go inside a bank very often.
Because I forgot
tried forever to
I
got
forgot that I probably need a foreign currency as I'm going to a
you
foreign
said that,
country.
yeah.
Wait, where are you going now?
Cancun tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
I mean, it's just football season. I mean, Weber's just going.
Hey, there's no preseason game this week.
Cool. How many days?
Like 5.
Resort or you
Yeah,
know
resort.
Smart. There you go.
Yeah, we got a wedding to go to.
Resort. Oh, that's right. You told me that.
Yeah.
That's where I went on my honeymoon, Cancun.
Cancun?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the first time I've ever been.
Do you know what
to
resort
Cancun.
you're staying at?
What's that?
Tell me later. You don't
Yeah.
have to tell me.
The only other time I've
We're
been
giving all the advertisements that we can right now.
Not only that, everybody's like, we sending stuff to Weber's room.
Jolly Ranchers, man.
Send me some Jolly Ranchers. I'll take them.
You're really trying to get that endorsement, aren't you?
Like that. That's yes. I would gladly.
All right, I don't know if
off the rails.
I don't know where the safe zone of this conversation is.
I think we lost a long time
But
ago.
Casey brought it up yesterday, and so now I've since seen the video of the guy that they had to restrain on the plane.
Oh, the duct tape.
With duct tape.
The duct tape. Yeah.
What? Okay, so I'm watching it. I watched that, and I'm going to be honest with you. Tell me if I'm crazy, and don't say that again or drop button this. But
careful now.
I don't understand why. Like, what else were the people supposed to be? Like, do? Like, what was the flight crew supposed to do? What do they? Why do they get suspended? Is it just an optic thing that they got to kind of suspend them? Because of the duct tape stuff? Was it too much?
No,
I just saw brief videos. I didn't see, unless there was other videos.
Did you read what he was doing? He was
I read what he was doing. I mean, what are you supposed to do
Not
30,000 feet in the air
No,
if you have somebody belligerent?
You're not a member of society at that point. You're acting like an animal, essentially.
Lock him in the bathroom?
And other people are in danger, potentially, if a guy's
Correct.
acting that way, right?
Yeah,
Am I wrong? Again, maybe I didn't see the whole side of the story.
I'm just guessing they didn't have an air marshal on that flight because otherwise they would have cuffed him or done that kind of stuff.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
So you have to take it into
I
your own
was
hands.
thinking that like they seriously duct tape him to the
Yes.
seat,
Yes.
but they also put it, I believe, around his mouth.
Yeah.
If I saw that correctly.
Yeah.
And maybe that was the part.
Well, he was using offensive language.
He
There's kids on
was.
the plane. Yeah.
I don't know. I've got to believe that was maybe an optic thing, unless there's something that I'm missing. Why they got suspended.
It doesn't look good for your airline when you duct tape a guy to the seat and then cover his mouth. That doesn't look good anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, if you read the story,
I mean, I just
I'm
don't know
not
what they're
offended
supposed
by
to
it.
do.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a
I
rough
just want to
situation.
know what they had the duct tape for. Like, what was the duct tape planned for?
That's a good point too. No, seriously, that's a good
Like,
point.
if there's a hole in the plane, that we got the duct tape.
What?
I hate to think of any
what
scenario
what
on a
airline
plane.
is this
How
now?
much
So I
duct
know
tape
for
do
future
they have?
reference.
I think this is the $85
Is this the
direct
same
flight
airline?
airline. It might be.
All right.
Who knows?
Yeah, how much duct tape do you have?
Yeah, dude. I mean, seriously, if you walk on a plane and like the crew that brings the beverages on is bringing like 25 rolls of duct tape on it, like right behind you, you're gonna ask some questions.
Well, listen, I mean,
You're gonna
there is
ask some questions.
There's a lot of that though with flying. I mean, when you're sitting on the tarmac or sitting there and they're like, "Well, we have to fix so and so," you're like, "Fix what?"
Brett, I'm telling you, and this was like one of the very first shows that we ever did, and I talked about this, and one of these days we're going to do it. When we go on a plane together, you're going to walk behind me, and I want you to watch how many people stare at me when I'm walking in.
I can only imagine.
People are hugging their kids a little tighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are worried when I walk on a plane. You shouldn't be.
You're saying if there was a door to lock, they'd be hitting the button?
Oh, they're hitting the button.
Yeah.
Hitting the people are like, hey, is he supposed to be here?
I'd like to move back there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you. People stare. People stare.
I mean, heck, they stare at you regardless of where we go, really.
It's a good point. And now imagine being like 30,000 feet above the ground with me, and people get a little worried.
So do you like intentionally like get up and have to go to the bathroom even if you don't?
No, literally.
Just for the heck of it?
Literally, and I'm not even lying, like when I walk on a plane, I try to be as friendly and like smile as possible. Like even if I'm wearing my mask, I'll pull it down, smile a little bit. How y'all doing? Like I feel like I have to do that. Because I'm trying to set the tempo here a little bit.
This might be the longest I've ever gone in my life not flying.
Yeah.
Because remember the last Super Bowls.
What day is it? Wednesday?
Yeah.
4 days I'm on?
What a flex from Stuart.
Sorry.
What a flex.
This airline he's trying to get us signed up for, he just took a lap around Jacksonville like yesterday. And it's $85. Hey, let's just go up for a couple hours. Direct flight
like
to
it's a helicopter
and from
ride at
Jacksonville.
Disney. Yeah, like it's a helicopter ride at Disney. Let's see the sights a little bit.
But seriously, it's like last time, the Super Bowl last time was in Miami.
Yep.
Super Bowl prior was in Atlanta.
The Combine. Indy?
Would have been the Combine before.
Right before
the pandemic?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was
Pretty sure that was our last work trip before the pandemic hit. And if you haven't traveled since.
It's a year and a half about.
Yeah.
Long time. Getting on first flight going to probably New Orleans. Not sure we're going on this airline, Stuart.
Yeah. Well, choose wisely now. Choose
make
wisely,
it there.
everybody.
Hey, I will say, my notepad here has 4 different airlines for options.
figured you
I
did
provide
options.
options.
Can I ask
That's what
you,
I do.
can I ask you another question now?
Yeah, what you got?
What's up with that notepad there?
This is a standard reporter's notepad.
Okay, I just thought, okay, because in
fact,
phones,
It says it right here on the front.
I got you.
Reporter's notebook.
So now, do you use that for everything or just for like errands and stuff?
I don't use it for everything. I use my phone for a lot of stuff.
Okay, that's all.
Sometimes
and
I
that's
just
where
feel
I was
like-
going, Stuart.
yeah.
We're good to go now. Thank
Sometimes
you.
I just like writing.
Good.
All right. Phillip Rivers, will he play again?
Do you take him over Nick Foles?
If I could have Phillip Rivers right now, over Nick Foles, yes.
Even though it's sight unseen?
I mean, I'd ask him how many beers he's had in the last 2
Well,
months. I mean, yeah.
He's got a big family, dude. Probably doing a lot of traveling and stuff, not throwing the football. I would probably...
He's coaching high school.
I don't think Philip Rivers coming back. I don't
think he'll come back.
Yeah.
I actually don't believe his game, he's the guy that can come back. You could make the case that last year was it because kind of what I say sometimes about Ben Roethlisberger, it feels like the game's passing by. It's going in the wrong direction for guys like that. And Roethlisberger's debatable, but Philip Rivers really is not. I mean, he's a true statue with not a lot of arm strength. And like, I don't know if I'd be a team that would want to bring him in. I think I'd sign or go trade for somebody else and take my chances.
Yeah.
A tweet here pointing out the fact that he started all 16 games last year, never missed a start in 15 seasons, and he's healthy. Some thoughts?
Yeah, and maybe well rested, and he's throwing the football around. He's coaching in Alabama, but he certainly seems committed to coaching Alabama at the high school ranks until the end of its season. So it wouldn't be until a November thing.
It feels like it would be like you remember McCown had that situation last year where he would go back pop in and be a COVID quarterback.
Honestly
make some cash.
If I read the article right, I don't think he wants to come in until hey, would anybody be willing to take me from mid-November because somebody got hurt, right?
Yeah.
Who has more kids, McCown or Rivers? They both got a ton.
I'd say Rivers.
They could have a team together.
Rivers is 9?
Yeah.
9?
The only one that could probably challenge that I know of Rivers is doesn't John Chick have a ton of kids?
John Chick is up there. I think he's got Meester. Meester's got what? He's got 6.
That's not on Philip Rivers level.
Yeah, it's not. Those are rookie numbers.
We'll be back, Action Sports Jacks on
Are we coming back again?
I don't know. We're all over the place.
Okay.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball is coming up at some point. But this is fun.
Yeah, it is. Good times.
Mike Greenberg, Greeny.
Trae Young has emerged more than any other player in this postseason as a legit superstar, and it is the second time in my career that I've been this kind of dead wrong about a player, and it should not surprise you. It is the player to whom he is always going to be compared who was the other one. When Steph Curry was coming out of Davidson, my immediate impression of him was this is a tremendous college player who will be a great shooter in the NBA and nothing more. And obviously, I couldn't have been more wrong. And I thought Trae Young would be something similar to that, and obviously, I couldn't be more wrong. The flair and the moxie and the swag and this postseason that he's had, beginning with the way he went back and forth with the crowd at the Garden, that he's just staring down the fans.
Greeny with Mike Greenberg, weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio, and watch exclusively on ESPN Plus.
We are into that travel, baseball, and softball season now for the kids, and with that, we need a reliable car, and we need folks that are tremendous at customer service just in case we need their help. Well, the place to go is Fields Auto Group. That's what we did. My wife loves leasing her Cadillac XT6 from Fields Cadillac, part of the Fields Auto Group. It's safe. We can trust Fields Auto Group, and hey, it's luxury for less while you're on the road. Fields Cadillac Jacksonville and St. Augustine are part of the Fields Auto Group family. There's also Jaguar, Land Rover, Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, and Porsche. It's luxury for less at all Fields Auto Group locations in Jacksonville. Plus, you'll also be part of their exclusive Fields Amenities program, where you get complimentary loaners, car washes, and cafes. We've tried the loaner program, gone in for routine service, and every experience with Fields Auto Group has been first class. Whatever you're driving, see Fields and step up to luxury for less. Check out their locations around Jacksonville. Just visit fieldsauto.com.
Let's be real. Mopping is a hassle. You have to fill the bucket, pushing a wet, heavy mop around, then cleaning the mop when you're done so it doesn't grow bacteria. A hassle on top of a hassle. Try Swiffer WetJet. With Swiffer WetJet, you start with a fresh pad and cleaning solution every time. And when you're done, you just toss the pad. Swiffer WetJet, the faster, easier, cleaner way to clean your floors.
Hey, what up, everybody? It's Austin. And no matter your age, whether you're just getting out of high school or you're at a job currently that you don't really like and you want to make a new career path, well, my friends at J-Tech have the solution for you. If you're searching for a school that offers a kind of hands-on essential career training that you can move your future in the right direction with, you need to call my friends at J-Tech right now. J-Tech's going to give you all the tools needed for you to succeed in whatever field of study you choose, whether it's automotive, diesel, HVAC, marine and RV, or the transportation industry. So if you're not satisfied right now in your career path, there is no reason why you shouldn't give J-Tech a try. They offer flexible class schedules, even night classes, and every classroom features a 16-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio to get the hands-on training so you succeed in your field. To learn more about J-Tech, visit jtech.org, or better yet, give them a call at 904-483-9460. Ask for Hank to set up an appointment to tour the campus or get your questions answered. Once again, that's 904-483-9460, or visit jtech.org.
Great values are happening now during Lowe's summer savings. Save on select appliance special values. Plus, save an additional $50 when you buy 2 or more appliances, each priced $396 or more. You'll also find new lower prices on ceiling fans, landscape lighting, and more. So shop Lowe's today. Must ask cashier to apply discount in store. Online must use promo code. Can't be combined with any other discounts. See Lowe's.com for exclusions and terms. Valid 7/15 through 8/4. U.S. only.
Temperatures keep climbing, and hotter weather means your body needs more water. Stay hydrated. CGC Water Treatment wants to make sure the water you and your family drink is cleaner, healthier, and tastes great. It starts with the Connecticut system, proudly made in America and installed by the pros CGC Water. Not sure about your water? Call CGC. They'll analyze your water for free. I haven't had to worry about my water since I got mine installed because Connecticut systems remove up to 99% of the contaminants. If you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Connecticut makes the world's most efficient softeners, non-electric, twin tanks that use less salt and water during regeneration. Save up to $500 on select softener and RO systems this month. Financing available with approved credit. Call CGC Water at 904-552-1242. Call and ask about Conway Club, the new service program that will save you money on salt, filters, delivery, parts, and labor. Tell them Brent sent you and find out all the details and all the great ways you can save. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com, your local independent Connecticut dealer.
Max. DC, which was around first, that's your mom or your dad. Superman or Wonder Woman or Batman, that's your mom or your dad. And their real true self, their true identity is their superhero identity. And their other identity, their alter ego, that's just a cover, right? Marvel's different. The true identity of Spider-Man is Peter Parker. That's really him. That's you.
The Max Kellerman Show, weekdays at 2 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Watch exclusively on ESPN+.
Oh, big impact. Every day he wants us to work. And even though we just got done with this work day, he's making sure we're ready for the next work day. I mean, he's electrifying, and at the end of the day, he just want to make sure he's getting every little bit of drop out of us. Definitely a challenge. It's a challenge every day. He's always in the receiver room. He's always on us. But it's all right. It's going to pay off. And trust me, we're putting in the work every day.
That's LaVisca Chenault, Brent Martineau, KC, Austin Lane, Stuart Weber, Marcel Robinson's hanging out. You know,
it's a party in here.
It is a party. Last night, I was in the sports office, Weber, and I was like, you know what? I haven't played darts down there in a while. I didn't
the
do
dartboard in there,
but I got to start playing darts. I got to make darts a daily part of it.
Yeah,
and I think I'm getting close to investing in a basketball hoop
for the
parking lot.
I was going to say it can't be for your office because you don't have your own office. So,
what's that supposed to mean?
He does.
It means I have an office and he doesn't.
You got dartboard in there?
No.
You got 3 TVs on the walls?
I could. First of all, I could if I wanted to. But it's more of a Zen like yoga studio right now than more of a TV. I have plenty of TVs. I got a TV on my phone if I want to.
I plan on doing yoga in between shows at times. So instead of being down the sports office, I'll come up to your. Can I have a key?
You got to earn that.
Does it need a key? Can you just bust in?
Oh no, there's a key. There's a series of processes they have to get into the office. But anyway, so
see these
for the
ceiling
parking lot,
tiles, just bounce over.
You feeling confident? Yeah. Or Ocean's 14 on me all of a sudden?
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, Matt Damon.
No problem.
But anyways, but you're talking. What?
I don't want to.
That was a compliment. Oh no, that's right. That's your boy too. I forgot it. I didn't make that connection. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
sorry.
Take that back.
Sorry, my bad. But a hoop for the parking lot.
Yeah, I was thinking of it.
That's cool.
I just want to beat Marcel because he probably thinks he's good.
Marcel, you beating Brett Martin a one-on-one? I'll give him 12 and beat him to 10. Wow.
Jeez.
Wow. Dollar waiting on a dime, they call that.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Not a chance.
Okay.
I hope everybody could hear that on the radio.
I hope so, too. Hopefully the acoustics are good in here. Stuart, little 2-on-2? How's your basketball game? That couldn't have been higher pitched.
That sounded that sounded like my mom giving a violin lesson as a kid.
Look, I'll play. I'll play some defense. Let's just say that I'm good at defense.
TJ McConnell type. I got you.
I'm high spirit, high energy, inability to shoot at any point on the court.
Okay.
Inability.
Well, hey, you know what? At least you know your skill set. At least you're honest with yourself.
In high school, we'd always play during gym class, and I was announcer. So,
okay.
I found my calling early.
Okay.
Is there really, though, a game? Is basketball has to be the game where most people would not do what Stuart just did. Basketball's a game where everybody thinks they're pretty good at it.
Yeah, but there's always built-in excuses.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, they're going to talk the talk.
Of course. Well, I mean, but some of us can back it up. I mean, you know who you're sitting next to. Well, Marcel's got his hand raised. You know who I am.
Yeah, Mr. Thanksgiving.
You know what they call me. You know what they call me now? Mr. Thanksgiving. Yeah. Because I stuffed the stat column. We've been over this many times.
Yeah, we just discussed this last Friday, I think it was, or
really?
two Fridays ago. Whenever it was, I was filling in Brent's chair.
Yeah, well, people talk.
Quite frankly, when my days are done here in town, I'm near the top of the list of reasons why I should be remembered for my Jacksonville Giants days. So I don't know if there are any other reasons on that list.
I'm surprised. I know a lot of sports stations around our area, they have celebrity softball tournaments against the competition and stuff. It's a friendly kind of thing. They get with athletes. I'm surprised you guys don't do this here.
We used to have a media softball league.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of fizzled out a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. It has fizzled out, right?
It has. Yeah. We haven't done it in a couple seasons.
We were just talking about that.
I stopped because I tore my hamstring every single year. But
when I was in Albany, we did kind of it wouldn't be a basketball league, but we played about once a week.
Yeah.
We would try to organize it, and it was a lot of the sports guys. It wasn't just sports guys, but it was a lot of sports guys or gals or whatever. But there's not a lot of that around here.
No,
doesn't seem like.
No,
not anymore. I bet that. I wonder if it was more of a thing back in the day. I used to hear about. I mean, the softball league. My first 4 or 5 years, I played in it here, and then I think you even hear about the basketball leagues that used to exist, or maybe people's lives are too busy. Or the gap in age in the folks that are in the market are too wide.
Yeah.
We do have quite a bit of turnover here in this market.
I mean, so you got a lot of young guys, and then you got
I remember our team when we played, we'd have 3 or 4 people who were on the team because they worked at the station 10 or 15 years prior.
Yeah,
and
ringer.
Just kept playing for the softball team.
I mean, I don't want to give any bulletin board material or anything like that, but I feel like if you guys got a crew together of 5 people, whatever, for basketball or I don't know, baseball, that's more people, obviously. But I feel like no one's touching us.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
But so anyway, I might get a basketball hoop out here.
Okay.
Just wanted to let you know.
Oh, so we're not going to stick to the trash talking. We're just going to go on and.
Yeah, I got news in instead.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't even listening to you.
That's fine.
Flagler, NCAA Division II preseason poll, number 1.
Number 1. I like that.
In soccer.
Oh, soccer. I thought you were talking.
So
I don't know which sport.
I'm trying to cut a promo that we're going to dominate the entire media landscape, and Flagler's number 1 in soccer. So that's cool.
Listen, the bottom line is
that's awesome.
Listen, if we did the
Preseason?
sports media Olympics,
is that AP or coaches? What is that one?
If we did the sports media Olympics, nobody in town would have a chance.
Okay, as long as we know that. That's all I was trying to get at.
It's a well-known fact. We have a good, diverse range of skills when it comes to different sports.
For sure.
I may play defense on basketball, but I can carry us in some other sports.
I mean, seriously, nobody would even stand a chance.
I know.
The challenge is open.
I know. Let's put them on the gun. Then you got John Bachman and Money Mike, who are 2 Iowa guys. 2 Iowa guys, blue collar.
Listen, I know how to make free throws.
Okay.
And I'm not from Iowa.
And get technicals for wearing GoPros.
Listen, there is no doubt. I'm not sure of a sport we
Look at the camera.
We could lose in golf.
Tell them stare at the camera, Brent, and let them know right now. There's not a sport in the world.
There's really not.
Hockey, too, I got us.
True.
I mean, I'll carry us if I have to.
True.
I can play goalie.
If not, you just beat everybody up before they come out on
There
the
it
ice.
is. There it is.
We
And that's
definitely,
really
we definitely would win an MMA league.
Golf? How are we in golf right now, though, guys?
Golf's a little
Dicey.
tenuous.
It's gonna be dicey.
It's not bad though. I mean, in totality, we would be able to get it done. I have my confidence that I could get if we had a match. Okay. We could get you up to par.
Okay.
I like that.
You know, to hold your own.
We'll pull in Jared from finance.
But
We'll
that
get
would
some
be the
ringers
only
in there,
one.
you know.
Golf was the only one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tennis would beat him. Basketball beat him. Volleyball beat him.
Yeah.
Flag football would beat
Beach volleyball for sure.
MMA would beat him.
Duh.
Boxing we beat him.
Bowling. Say no more. Got
Kickball
him.
we beat him.
Yeah.
Bowling.
Bowling?
Oh, yeah. Hey,
What's up?
Pete Weber Jr. over here, basically.
Who do you think
Isn't
you are?
that
I am.
That's him, right? Good. Make sure I actually say the real name.
Yeah. Jacksonville Sports Media, you have no chance.
There it is. That's all I wanted to hear. And by the way, hey, congratulations to the Flagler, #1 in the coaches preseason. Is it the coaches preseason poll?
Yeah,
it's got to be coaches.
I just saw that.
Breaking
so that's
news.
a good shout
Yeah,
out.
that's
Jacksonville
great.
Jumbo Shrimp, they might play tonight. If they do, they're on ESPN 690. We were supposed to be done an hour ago. So, but anyway, it was good hanging out. High School Media Day, Baker Sports tomorrow morning. We will be there. You'll be in Cancun, Weber. Thanks for stopping by. Marcel
Have a safe
Robinson
trip.
will be there. And Jags are an off day. Back at it on Friday. 1st and 10 training camp coming up tonight, 11:15. And as I always remind you, don't forget to check out the Action Sports Jax Stream18.com. Sign up to play in our golf tournament at Southampton on September 20th. Have a good night.